that shit, and then
all on.
we pick a point where we just like edit it and throw in the actual intro music and shit. So
yeah, I'll just mark when y'all start. But I hung out in that Miami space today while I was working because I had nothing else to listen to.
yeah, me too.
It is straight comedy, bro. It's so funny.
A lot of it is. Drew got to find something to do, bro. Drew been on Twitter, bro. And ever since Drew been on Twitter, bro.
Oh, it's been. Oh
he has not been on Twitter.
Dog, motherfuckers all day relentless.
That motherfucker
he's inviting me to speak and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to talk, bro. I'm just listening to y'all talk about how Mario's calling offense now.
Yeah, I heard that too. I was like, huh? I was like, bro, I don't know if that's the move. I mean, I think he has called offense before at Oregon.
Willie was calling that offense.
Yeah, Willie was calling offense. He was OC.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's I heard all these ideas, in that space today too, because I saw Harlan in there. But
I just bring me either one. It don't matter, son.
But yeah, it's
bring me one of them. I'm gonna need you to bring me another one in a second.
That's the whole thing about the troll game, right? Like we try to get ahead of it, so everybody's like, let me get this thought off first. So like, say we did hire Kendall, right? Then I look like a genius. Or I look like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, at least. But then when it don't happen, then you're gonna catch hell.
The problem is people personalize this shit. So it's like, to me, I don't give a fuck because it's not my information. So if I'm wrong, I don't give a fuck with my information. Or if a coach whiff, I ain't fucking hiring a nigga.
Exactly. That's the thing. These motherfuckers afraid to admit that you whiff. Damn.
Yeah, it happens, bro.
The only argument I gotta get some.
They're like, it's not a whiff. He swung for the fence and missed, but it ain't a whiff. I was like, that's a whiff.
Yeah, that's a whiff. That is the definition of whiff. But the only problem I have with the whole whiff thing is I don't know how we confirm an offer or not. That's the only thing. I'm like, I don't know. Until the other day Brett McMurphy said, we offered Browse. Okay, cool. Now it's coming from a source outside of
and that's the same.
Just Miami.
And also prior to the Sater information coming out, we were the only ones who had it. But Brent was the first national person to say, okay, FSU was on Juwan Sater. They offered him not a scholarship, a position, whatever he decided to stay at Penn State. He was the only person to really put that news out there. So
right.
And you got the Arkansas guy. He was saying, he offered it. Man, listen. The man was offered a job, right? It is what it is. And we were saying that, why would he kind of leave Arkansas in the first place? Like,
Yeah.
So it's not something outlandish for him to, turn down Miami State at Arkansas. They had a pretty good year this year. The offense was solid.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, and if nothing else is leverage for him to.
Arkansas got money to pay, whatever he wants.
Right. Same argument, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want to, once we get to rolling for real, like. And I'm not saying this to escape a beating, but I don't want us to be beating a dead horse either, because I'm just gonna tell y'all. I mean, we might have offered, and he, like I said before, he opted to, maybe the family life likes it out there in Arkansas. I've been out there; it's nice and peaceful.
Yeah,
and the
way
it's a miss.
Browse like the hunt. He's like a real deal. Yeah, so Miami, that lifestyle probably been.
I get it. Yeah, like I said. And that's why I say I don't want to keep repeating the same take of, at this point, we offering him 1.4, they offering him 1.3, or whatever the case may be. It's a lifestyle choice. That's all it is at that point. He chose to stay there. I ain't mad at that. It makes sense. Yeah. Everything don't just boil down to $1 especially when you got money. When you broke, you do a lot for some money. That changes the.
Right. Send me to Alaska.
I ain't got no money. Shit, motherfucker say I'm gonna pay you such and such to do. Hey, sign me up. Yeah. So that's the thing with it. At this point, I just don't fucking know. I have no idea.
1 second, fellas. I'm good.
Because I heard the one of the latest things now is also the whole NFL thing. He got another connection with the Dolphins. So, now that's the latest little buzz that it could be the DC, could be a guy out of Miami from the Dolphins that got let go with the Flores.
Oh, really?
That he has. I think is it Chason, I want to say? I wasn't gonna bring it up because it's like it sounds just don't want to keep tossing names out there. It ain't really.
I mean, shit. That's
just another name.
But at the same time, that's you gotta have that's the name you really want right now. His names.
That's it. It's just like. Let me see.
So Chris, when you look at
what the fuck was that?
For what?
Oh, I just feel like.
Oh no, that's my phone.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is playing? Yeah, let me pull that name up real quick. Yeah, they mentioned him with the DC, and now Ricky acting like he know who the DC is.
Yeah, I saw that.
He may. I don't know. Ricky tend to be kind of plugged in. So I don't know. Who was that name? You know what I love too is the strength and conditioning. That buzz every year. I saw the video this morning. That's why I retweeted. I was like, "Oh shit, it's that time of year."
Yeah.
the conditioning.
Drew they are still on the spaces. This is
I'm telling you,
niggas is not going anywhere,
bro.
Right
Drew,
now, boy got motherfucking time, boy.
Well, he worked from home. And, like, I don't think, like, the way he's working from home, like, he ain't got to punch no clock. He just got to get whatever done. Right? So, it's like, if
you got time. I don't know what that nigga work. I don't know the situation back here at work.
Yeah. Oh, no. Trust me. Like, I told Drew, I said, Drew, I go to sleep. You was on Spaces. I woke up 6 hours later. You was on Spaces. He talking about, oh, man, you got to remember, I had 3 hour difference. I said, bruh, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. If I went to sleep at 8 o'clock Eastern time and then I wake up at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 Eastern Standard Time, the bottom line is you've been in Spaces for 6, 7 hours, bro. That's crazy. That
he did me like that. Harlan, he hit me up late. Man, you want to come speak? Man, they got to have Corbin and Ruiz. Like, bro, I ain't trying to speak to them folks. Boy, I don't know what the hell's going on. That's family business.
Yeah, I just be listening too. I was in there today. I was like, no, I'm just listening. And it's because I ain't had no pods to listen to be honest with you. I done kind of ran through my pod, so I was like, I quit listening to Button, so I ain't got that, I gotta find me a few more. Too. Yeah, Button, my man, but like, what happened was like, I didn't watch Everyday Struggle. And the reason I didn't like Everyday Struggle was because he seemed so intense and so... It was just so high intensity, and I was like, bro, like, why are you so mad? And that's what a lot of the Button podcasts are telling me. Yeah, and then like,
I don't think he's angry on the new shit. It just
his style of arguing to me frustrates me a lot. Like, I feel like a lot of times, like Ish and Ice will back him in a corner, and instead of him just retreating and saying, nah, you know what? Actually, that's a good point. He'll try to just spin his way out of how that wasn't what I was saying. I'm like, all right, never mind, bro. Like, you can't be moved. And I feel like that's just an ignorant way to move, period. Like, especially with your people. Like, you can convince me. I promise you. You can convince me if you give me any type of decent argument. But anyways, I'll tell you what. Let me refresh my drink, and then we can get started.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, bro. That smoke is very real. That shit it's been spoke about that shit for about 3 weeks, dog.
What's that?
I just got some intel that he's on the phone with Pittman right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like that shit. Trey Burton. Is it Trey Burton? No, I'm tripping. That's
Jermaine
UF guy. Jermaine Burton, receiver from Georgia.
Taking another wideout.
Hey, man, it's a couple of them Georgia boys that's lurking right now to get up out of there. They doing all they can to keep them boys in the fold, but it's about 5 or 6 of them trying to vote big names.
I know. If Mims, y'all hear echo? I hear myself echoing.
Yeah.
Y'all hear it too?
Yeah. Here, let's try. It might be my. Try it now.
Yo. No echo. I still hear it.
You hear it?
Yeah, on my end. Yo. Well, nah.
You good?
I don't hear it now.
Was it echo or something?
Yeah, it was. But yeah, It's been smoked for about 3 weeks that him, Micah, and that Johnny Wilson, they was gonna all try to come back and play together from high school, but Burton ain't in the portal yet because of the season. So of course you ain't gonna run with it until you actually hit the portal. But that shit's it's happening now, so we'll see how it play out.
Nah, Georgia's trying to keep all them boys out of that bitch. They've been back and forth with Mims all week.
Yeah, they know what time it is. If he in there, man, it's gonna be. Whew. I know. Atkins gonna throw his head in. Florida gonna throw his head in. You gonna have a lot of damn suitors.
Yeah. That's a plug-in starter, bro.
Oh yeah, easily for programs like us. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Triple H said that the voicemails are repetitive as hell, and they all attacking me. So
the OC,
we'll play him, I guess. And
they ain't attacking me and shit.
Oh no, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind either.
I think every single caller's a Gator fan. I think every single one.
Shit, Larry, I like it.
Yeah. I've seen a couple say CJ. I didn't listen to any of them. The best part about looking at the text to talk is they get it wrong. So like mine will say Larry on, so it'll be weird anyway. So I did see one say something about CJ, but I didn't listen to any of them this week. So they all be candid and new and fresh to me. Y'all boys ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Well, the fresh do be out.
Hey CJ, don't be afraid to use mute, man. Them kids running back and forth, man.
Shit, but thing it's the timing thing. I don't know when the hell motherfucker just come out of there nowhere, man.
Kid run that house, ain't it?
Right. Not from here, I can't.
The funny part is looking at CJ, look at him like, you gonna do me like this? This how you gonna do me right now? You know what?
And they know I can't do shit.
Can't do shit. Not today, not in the modern world.
Right.
See, back in the day, you might have got clouded behind that. Oh, boom. Just can't do that no more. Kids know their rights.
Damn sure know their rights.
That's funny as hell. All right, I'm muting up. I'll let you kick off.
Good to go, man. New roll up, new vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, man. Excited to kick it with my guys. Larry and CJ, what it do, baby?
Life is beautiful, man. No complaints. Sitting over here chilling with the last of the victory bottle. Not much left.
You ain't play no games. Sometimes people take their time with expensive tequila, but
I did. But what I did with this particular bottle, I gave several shots out to the homies. So
you stunned it with it a little bit, huh?
Nah, I was like, hey, y'all come taste excellence, man.
Right.
So it's about 3 shots left in here. I'm gonna leave this. I told 2 homeboys I was gonna let them get a shot, so I won't drink no more of this this evening. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. This is some good shit, man. Hey, y'all sponsor the guys. Sponsor the guys, man. Come on, Don.
CJ, what it do?
Chilling, fam. Good vibes, man. Good vibes. Real excited about this upcoming Silent Day event. Real excited about it, man.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it. We're gonna talk about that, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited to podcast today. The big 3 demographic is booming. I love doing this shit, dog. I love the shit talk. We here to talk shit, we here to vibe. We here to have a good time. We're gonna talk shit in the most eloquent, articulate way, but we're gonna talk shit, man. The big 3. There's not a better demographic in all of college football, especially when it comes to shit talking.
Oh yeah,
I understand you, motherfuckers.
And the crazy thing is, it's a beautiful collection of all 3 too. So it's not a day that goes by that you can't. You got to be on your P's and Q's and.
Never a dull moment, man.
Right.
Always, baby.
One night you go to sleep thinking you about to hire a G5 coach be your OC. Then the next morning,
next morning wake up about 30 alerts to your phone.
yeah,
man. But that's the good thing about being me. I don't jump out on the ledge too much. You know what I mean? I talked a little. I did. I talked a little, but I didn't go crazy.
Yeah, a little greasy.
Yeah, a little bit.
You got some people. You got some people that be going off the rails, man. Shout out to my boy X, man. He said.
Oh man.
What was your boy name from LSU, man?
Brady.
Yeah, he said Joe Brady was done a month and a half ago.
Shit, I mean, hey, we'll talk, but now it's talk to Brady circling back. We'll see.
Oh, y'all going back? Y'all went all the way back to Brady. Y'all went from Brady to Dorsey to Browns and Arkansas to double all the way back to Brady again.
We'll get to it in the Big 3 talk, man. But I don't know how you can double back, especially when the dudes say he's not ready to do King. Yeah, exactly. Like, come on now.
Well, you know, yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah. We'll get to that. Anyways, what we do? A little weekend catch up, man. How
was your weekend before we get into the National Signing Day shenanigans at the Cook-Shop? How was your weekend, bro?
Me personally, man, very uneventful. I'm going out of town this weekend, so I spent this last weekend really just working on the grind, getting that extra overtime, extra spending money to go out of town.
Make sure you don't catch the Rona before vacation.
I already got that, baby. I already got the negative because I can't go to St. John's without it. I got the negative test, and not just the antigen joint either. Now I got the thorough joint that's saying I ain't got it. Right now, I'm inoculated. You know what I mean? So,
I thought they said the most thorough one is the rectum when they do.
But they don't offer that in the U.S. as of yet that I know of, and I will not subject to such. But actually, I think that is what China said. But I don't trust China. They pick and choose the truths they like to release. So,
y'all know the government is out there giving free. They're mailing out free at home COVID tests too. Also.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you
go to like USPS.com, man. Yeah, get some free at home tests. They'll send you 4 of them, I believe.
Yep.
I got
to a site or anything like that. Just take them at the crib.
Yeah, for free. So y'all be safe out there. Y'all know I'm not going to be. So know that I'm out here in these streets lurking. And
you gotta they tell you gotta drive for the other people on the road. You also gotta live your Rona life for other people on the road like Larry had.
Hey man, I told you, man. I'm a victim of circumstances. I never go out with Rona. I come in with Rona. So it ain't me who brought it out. You know what I mean?
What you got into over the weekend, CJ?
Yeah, me, I just chill for the most part. Playoff football, I grilled out on Saturday. Threw some steaks, some chicken, and some sausages on the grill. Just vibing.
Playoff football was some ass.
Yeah, it was. It
was pretty good.
Yeah, that was probably about the only one.
49ers Cowboys was pretty good. That was the only good game, though.
I don't remember. I always enjoy seeing sad Cowboy fans. So.
Oh, isn't it great? Oh my God, the tears are high in sodium, bro. Like,
the crazy part about it is they'll be back at it with the lies around about June or July. Yeah, saying that this is the year to win the Super Bowl or whatever.
Oh, I love it. And now we get to go up against my favorite team to beat is Green Bay Packers. Cowboys are my second, so we'll see how that goes. But
A-Rod ain't having that shit in Winnable.
A-Rod like those hands, man.
We done that. Yeah. He's my guy. He is my guy. But it's something different with us, man. We tougher than them. We'll see. We're gonna see how
most of those games been on the road though for them.
Right? Nah, not necessarily. Nah, they play us. See, and that's why
the playoff games. Excuse me. I think the playoff games that y'all had them at home, right?
We've been there and back. It just depends on the year you're talking about. But the reason I like beating them so much is they used to be our rivals back in the '90s and late '90s, mid '90s, late '90s.
Yeah, that's when I was a Niner fan.
Right, and then
before the Jags existed.
And then what happened is the NFL keeps pinning us against each other no matter what. Like, you know how you normally play another division and then you'll have a couple of outside games? Even when we're not playing the NFC North, they somehow put Green Bay on our schedule. So it's like...
Yeah, the height of that rivalry was so much Deion involvement as well, going back and forth between those teams and also the playoffs. It was like whoever won that game was like winning the Super Bowl back then.
So back then, the three teams, it was the Cowboys, it was the Cowboys, the Packers
and the Niners.
And the Niners in rotation.
Right. Yeah. Back then, the NFC West didn't matter to me, like, because it wasn't competitive enough. I was looking towards like, hey, we got to beat. Yeah, like we got to beat the Niners. I mean, I'm sorry, we got to beat the Packers. We got to beat the Cowboys. Those are the teams I was worried about, but. Yeah, so
and that's a wild point though, bro. Because Deion went to San Francisco for one fucking year.
We won that thing.
Then he went to Dallas.
And won that the next year.
I wasn't mad though. I wasn't mad. I was like, I get it. He did what he needed to do for us. And if he stayed, I think maybe we repeat.
And he won NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
No doubt. That's why he wanted that check, because wherever he was going between the two, he was going to get that ring. That's when he did the commercial with Jerry Jones and all of that after he left 49ers went to Dallas. Nonetheless, let's get into the show. I ain't getting too much this weekend. It's a whole lot of work, bro. They're working on the National Signing Day event for the most part. I was about to get been an ad read, but National Signing Day, February 2nd, we hanging out in Orlando at the Kush House. Big vibes, man. We're doing some live content pretty much throughout the day. We'll have the double fries, no slaw boys in the building. Stadium Miguel in the building. We got Lance Leggett, former Miami Hurricane, pulling up. He's going to hang out with us that day. Also, Brandon Hicks, former Florida Gator, going to pull up with us and hang out. Both of those guys got some entrepreneurial vibes they want to kick it with us and talk about. With the roll up on the couch for a little bit. So we'll do a live show, some live broadcasting throughout the day. We're going to have the guys like Wilt Fong come on, chop it up with us. Some more of the Georgia writers for 247 and some other networks just come and hang out with us throughout the day via StreamYard and other different outlets. Be sure to follow us on everything. YouTube, Twitter, IG, all of that. TikTok as well. TikTok, we should be doing a live broadcast of body paint models. So we'll just do the live stream, have that flowing the entire time on TikTok. So we'll have different coverage going on different platforms, but all day we'll be pretty much streaming content and vibes from the Kush House.
Bigger than that too, some silver.
Shout out to the great folks at Gramco, man. All this is brought to you. My bad, Larry. I mean, cut you off.
Go ahead.
All this is powered by the great folks at Gramco, man. They've sending all of us out some care packages of bud and coffee and all devices and vibes. So we'll know exactly what we're dealing with before we get there.
And the beautiful thing about this is it is for the free 99, right? So all y'all got to do is pull up, man. We're definitely going to have, free food, correct?
Free food, man.
There's going to be free. Are the drinks free on that one?
Drinks free. Everything's free, man.
Drinks are free, right? So the drinks are free as well. Okay, so the drinks free as well. And when you come in the door, there'll be a free party gift, little pre-roll, something for you to, tuck in your pocket, or go ahead and spark up. You're in Orlando, you're in a legal environment, spark up, blaze up, enjoy yourself. Bring some money for, I'm sure we're going to have bartenders, so at least have some money in your cash out. We obviously want to take care of the people that will be working. But, man, take that day off, man. Come vibe. What's better? What's better? 9 to 4, some food, some green.
We're doing breakfast and we're gonna do the lunch.
You get breakfast and lunch, bro.
Breakfast and lunch, man. We hanging out.
Through. Tell them people you can't work that day. I got to drive down 4 hours, and I'm taking off that Wednesday and Thursday. I told them I can't be nowhere else. So, and you're going to get all three of us in the building for the first time. So, y'all definitely want to pull up for that, man. Come through.
All right, like Larry just said, man, all three in the building for the first time, man. It's going to be a real dope vibe. And like he said, why not? It's free. You coming for free vibes, good time. The party's going to be going. And, just with the
and nobody ever did it like this. Exactly. Nobody did it how we finna do it. It's a different vibe. We about to be hanging out with Bud in the air. You feel me, CJ? Like, what we doing? We covering sports, the way we want to do it. It's gonna be streaming everywhere.
Tell me what it's few things better in life than that, man. To be honest, it's just few things better than that.
Football, football.
Mm-hmm.
Good food.
Fine liquors.
Yeah.
And
some beautiful art.
Right. I know how to word that. I was trying to figure out how to word that, but
yes.
I mean, what more can you ask for? And especially when it's not hurting your pockets aside from, tipping and showing love, what more can you ask for?
That's all we ask.
Bring a little tip money Florida area,
for the
come on
bartenders.
Down.
That's it, man.
Like Larry said, he driving down 4 hours. I'm coming down 3 hours. You got no excuse. Pull up.
Especially you in the area.
Right.
Pull up and holler at us, man. Shout out to the great folks at Gramco. Packages is on the way. I'm ready to see what all the magic is about. They got that coffee. I haven't been on coffee, but I'm trying that infused coffee. I was a coffee and kush guy before I got off the coffee kick. Great balance there. You know? Let's get into some Big Three talk. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Shout out to the great folks at Bennett Auto. Bennett Auto Group is 15 minutes north of the Jacksonville Airport. Pre-owned, new, they can handle any type of purchase over the phone. Certified on pre-owned vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick. Like I said, hassle-free buying process, easy customer buying experience that can be done over the phone. The number is 1-800-343-2730. They got the new Scat Pack Chargers, Challengers, Chrysler 300s, also Jeep Gladiators. Give them a call again, 800-343-2730. Bennett Auto Group, home of Chevy, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick. Big whips. Who want to kick it off? Y'all want me to kick it off? I can kick it off. Ain't no pressure.
I bet. I'll jump in a second.
I got a lot of shit going on, man. Got a competent outfit going on. CJ, you feel me? Like, we making hires, we doing shit. I got to go down the list.
That's one thing I will give goddamn Billy, bro. I gave him shit early, but Billy had a goddamn plan. He been executing this fucking plan to this point. Point now. So we'll see how it play out.
See how it play out. We made some hires, man. We had
ain't had no jobs.
Two.
Go ahead.
Some of the people you want ain't got no job either. We already know how they go.
Oh shit! Go ahead, bro.
We whiffed on some people that didn't have jobs too, so you know.
That's crazy, right?
Didn't have no job. We whiffed on them.
Motherfucker got no job and turn it down.
I'm good.
All of us say the same thing. I don't want to recruit, man.
Right.
Unemployment sound better than that shit right now.
Nah, that's nuts.
Anywho, man, we had 2 spots left. We didn't get my man Carl Scott, so we had to adjust and shift a little bit. We also didn't get Henderson, the defensive line coach from the Rams. I don't know if we got impatient and didn't want to wait for the Rams to kind of lose, or we lost out in that battle. But nonetheless, we hired Sean Spencer. As Larry Young said, not fired. The whole staff for the Giants got let go of. He was a defensive line coach for the Giants, former defensive line coach for Penn State. Coach Chaos is what they call him. He's coming in a co-DC fashion and also defensive line coach. Duke had hired him a few days before we did. So Duke hired him as defensive coordinator. Then we swoop in seemingly after we missed on Henderson from the Rams. Good recruiter, elite recruiter. Yeah. At Penn State, he was the one that brought Micah Parsons in that year, 5-star kid. Elite recruiter, known as a motivator and that type of coach on that side of the ball. His nickname is Coach Chaos. What you got for me, Larry?
No, I was going to ask you real quick. Do you at that point just believe Henderson had already kind of communicated it was a no for him?
Probably. That's what I'm thinking. Like either or, but that's Sean Spencer is a name that came out of like left field. We had heard Brunt before, and it's also the first name, one of the few names that there was no relationship tied to. Most of the guys that Billy have gotten thus far has been some type of tie relationship, previous crossover with staff or something like that. There's no crossover. I'm pretty sure he got to work with Rob Sell and other guys on that staff on what type of duty was. I think Jeremy Pruitt was the guy they probably reached that out to as well. Joe Judge had a lot of Bama guys on his staff, as we can see. A lot of Bama crossover on his staff. I don't think that was for him on the college level, on the pro level.
What was funny is when I first saw that, I thought it was Sean Spence. And I was like, oh, hell no. I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt. When I saw it, no, not Sean, bro. Like, no, man.
No, that's who Mario probably should call.
Right.
And then I went and looked, and I was like, oh, Sean Spencer. Okay, yeah. I'm more comfortable with that. I hate seeing us go over to the other
James
side.
James Franklin, right-hand man. So,
Okay.
Things a great hire. We'll see how all this whole the names as far as recruiters and you look at these dudes get lists of who they've gotten. Everybody Billy's bringing in can hold it on the recruiting side. We'll see how all this mesh together when it's time to call the X's and O's and put this whole outfit together. But right now, our biggest thing with the last staff was the inability to recruit, and that looked like they've answered that so far. The last hire is Jay Bateman, inside linebacker coach, former DC. He was just a DC for Matt Brown at UNC. Also was a DC at Army before Matt Brown. Bros Award winner in 2018. Improved the Army defense from 91st to 8th in the country. And that's when he got the North Carolina job with Matt Brown. Good recruit as well. Landed a 5-star last cycle with Keyshawn Silver, defensive lineman. So another guy that can recruit. He got let go from UNC as a DC. We bring him in as a linebacker coach, inside linebacker coach. I like the hire on paper. We'll see how it all meshes together once it gets going. But on paper, another solid hire by Billy. And that wraps up the on-the-field staff. I've been sitting on this show. I was concerned about the offense and what that offense looks like. I didn't like the way Billy offense looked at Louisiana. Run heavy. I'm not mad with a run heavy offense, but I just didn't like the passing concepts and even like the play call. I just didn't like it. And that's fine. Maybe I was hoping that we could get a quarterback coach or maybe somebody to come in to call plays for him, and we didn't get that initially. But they made a hire today, Ty Darlington. He was a quarterback protege coach, quarterback coach assistant / protege under Lincoln Riley over at Oklahoma. He's an Oklahoma grad. He spelled and was quarterback coach in the bowl game versus Oregon this year with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams gave him a good sounding off and a little nod of respect today when they found out he was coming to us. A good pedigree, a Parker guy from Florida. Got good tutelage from my man Lincoln Riley over in Oklahoma. Hoping he brings up some of those concepts. That's the word on the streets. He brings up some of those passing concepts. Billy got a different formula he's trying of a quarterback tutor that's not on the field. We'll see how all that plays out. But also, you want to go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, so who is going to be calling the plays?
Billy be calling the plays. This kid can't call the plays because he won't even be in a box.
No, he's not even on the field, is he?
Right, he can't get no headset and no shit like that. He's pretty much an off the field coach. There's a lot of wiggle room with this stuff. As far as like there's not a lot of wiggle room with this stuff as far as who could call plays and of that nature. Like, if
I remember you saying he wasn't really.
He can't call shit. But I think Billy thing is like the preparation. Billy played quarterback. He's called plays since he's been a head coach. So that's his thing. Most guys that call plays, they don't want to just throw them sheets down quick. So I kind of get it. But he's a quarterback. So he got somebody that could kind of help him with passing game coordinating, getting the concept together. Passing game coordinator, I think this guy will play that role, but not be an on-the-field coach. In the future, I think you're kind of molding the next guy to be an offensive coordinator. Say Rob Sells, a guy that's moving up in the ranks pretty fast. If you get some movement in your staff, you got to be prepared to have somebody on your staff that can step up. And I think this kid being, thank God he didn't follow Lincoln Riley over to USC. That was the thing that they was trying to make happen. But that's a kid that you can mold into being an OC one day.
What's your concerns? I listen to Stadium Miguel. Shout out to the family, all on the RollUp network. And I can't recall 100% if you kind of addressed it. I know Delatorre brought it up. What's your concerns? And I got my own take on this. So again, this isn't me baiting you or trying to troll you or anything. You have a staff that is absolutely very heavy on recruiting. What do you feel about the X's and O's side of it, in respect of the hires that have been made thus far?
I think all these guys are sound as far as like all on award lists. As far as like I said, my man Bateman with the Bros, Peagler got Coach of the Year from football. So like all these guys have won some type of awards and come from a good coaching background. But it's different when Billy's the head guy now. So all these guys have Recruiter of the Year, all these different coaching awards of the year. But it's just a difference when you put in a fresh new staff of can these guys all gel together, and we'll see how Billy leads. That's what I come from an X and O standpoint. I don't think we just hire guys that just can recruit and can't do it on the football field. Even when we got in a position where we're looking for an inside linebacker coach, I think we could have very easily went to, if we wanted a guy that can just recruit, we could have went to Jamar Chaney very easily. He's a rising star. I don't know how long we're going to keep him off the field. He may get on the field for a Power 5 next year. So that's a guy we could have very easily pulled up on the field, but I think Billy's putting a lot of value into experience. The last inside linebacker coach we had was Christian Robinson, a guy that had no experience. So he wasn't going to play any games with who he brought in. Bateman is a guy that's got a lot of experience, and he would just be focused on the inside linebackers. But yeah, from an X and O standpoint, I know these guys can recruit. And recruiting, when you got recruiters, is the easy part of the job. So I want to see how it looks when they put an outfit on the field. Like Willie knows was going to recruit. You know what I'm saying? Because it starts at the top. Willie are recruited. But when the X and O's got on the field, that shit got weird. And then the whole class kind of fell apart. So you just got to be able to put a good outfit on the field and see how this shit coaching as well. But recruiting's going to be fine.
No. And my, that's why I kind of prefaced it a little bit was my thing is, we've all kind of echoed the sentiment to an extent at least. It is still going to be the Jimmies and the Joes. So the scheme, like one of the failures that Mark Richt had with us is he had an antiquated scheme that didn't adjust to the amount of talent. So part of like when you're able to dominate and just be like, all right, we're just going to run it down their throats. Well, yeah, that's different when you got an old line that, 3 out of the 5 guys up there are going to go into the NFL. And that changes things. So I wasn't like, I saw that and I heard that and I was like, well, I'm be honest with you. I don't know if I'm extremely concerned as long as they recruit at a high level, because I think that I don't have to necessarily get that fancy if I can just beat you in the trenches.
Man, yeah, this shit, it just you can't. Once you got, I'm looking at like he doing the same formula that what Kirby brought to Georgia. He ain't doing no different, bro. He knows the blueprint. Like Saban got it. So he's gonna come into town and recruit the shit. Like bring in top talent. He's gonna bring in guys he know that can also recruit, but come from a certain pedigree of like dog. Like them boys that come off that Saban tree of dogs, man. So I think you just see a shit ton of money, a shit ton of staff. And the only thing that kept Georgia back all those years was somebody like Kirby. Mark Richt wasn't terrible. Mark Richt was Dan Mullen, bro. He's going, hey, what do you need? Get to the SEC East, making it to the SEC championship every now and then, recruiting decent, but he ain't no killer. Kirby Smart is a killer, and Billy moving like a killer. So that's my biggest take is like, yo, this is what it felt like when Georgia first got the job. We was talking shit, but we was scared as fuck. Like, bro, this motherfucker hired 1 million people and they spending money on recruits like it ain't shit. This is before the NIL. You could feel it. They were stopping kids from taking visits with us. I don't want to get too, but they were stopping kids from even visiting us. Fuck like a commit. It was like, yo, we don't want you to even go to Florida. It's a different type of animal when you got guys moving like that. But that's the biggest thing. I think like of course, they got to be able to coach, but these guys, you ain't got to be a perfect coach when you got the best talent, dog. Like you got room for error. You got room for injuries. You got room for a lot of shit.
Load up on talent. The more margin of error you have, the less talent you have.
Let the cream rise.
Shout out to he's a RollUp alumni, Coach Jason Brown. He's like, yo, this coaching shit ain't that hard. Like, because what he would do, hey, I can load up all the best transfer talent down here at this level, and I can call the wrong play. It won't matter. These guys will be able to blow things up. They're just better. So
right.
I do believe, and that's one of my at least theories is when people talk about Bama, I'm like, well, you ain't got to be the best at this point because hell, you get all the best talent. It doesn't have to be a perfect picture. My guy will just run your guy over. It ain't much you can do about that. So I can call it wrong.
Count on the flip end.
No, go ahead, CJ.
No, kind of on the flip end of that. I was kind of alluding to that during the season. Like, shit, like we'll speak like by Norvell and some of the calls he had, this, that, and other. Like he could call a perfect game, but he have 2 or 3 fuck ups. It could be detrimental to us because talent wise, we're not able to overcome those fuck ups. Right, exactly.
Absolutely. And that's why I have like such great respect for, like what's his name? The Kansas State coach, Bill Snyder. Yeah. I'm like, bro, like he would compensate for a great talent deficit by developing guys and strategically going out there and competing with some of the bigger dogs out there who had all of the top-notch talent. So, that's what, to me is honestly that is my bigger measurement. But I get when people, rank the Urban Meyers and the Nick Sabans. Nick is a GOAT and nothing you can do about that. But a lot of that does go to the talent.
Yeah, I think it's a combination. Like, I don't want to get too far, and I got to get back into my Gator shit. But I think people, the talent is one thing, but I think the talent also is attracted to how attention to detail Nick really is. Like from how many staffers he hired to for every little small thing. Like how attention to detail, he'll hire a person to do the smallest of things. I think recruits appreciate that type of shit. So it ain't just like him getting the best talent. I think that motherfucker is a maniac.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
You can't maniac to details, and he's one of them guys.
Absolutely, and you do got to, and to give credit what credit is due. And I'm gonna let you go ahead with Gator Talk. Is you gotta remember when Nick got hired, it wasn't like they was on top of the mountain. Now, so when he came in, he had to do some things. Right, he had to do some things.
He went
to turn the tide.
7-6 his first year, something like that.
Yeah. Right. So
he lost to FSU, matter of fact.
Right. So, you gotta give credit in that respect as well. Part of the reason, because I can't, as a Miami fan, I can't discredit that because that's how we were successful. Is eventually you had coaches that came in our peak eras that were able to just attract the best talent for whatever reasons. And then they excel. So but anyways, go ahead, bro. I don't want to distract too far. Get back in your Gator stuff.
Oh no, you're all good, man. We get back to it, man. Official visit weekend was big last weekend. Quite the vibes. We got a few commitments. One from Miguel Mitchell, 3-star defensive back, strong safety out of Oxford, Alabama. Came down to Tennessee and us. Guy that can play down the hill. He's a strong safety, so he can play in the box well. I think he also play a little bit of the start position. A guy that's going to take a little bit to develop, but we don't need him to play right away. We got Collier last year, Amari Wilson this year. We're also in it for my man Jacoby Matthews as well, another high-end elite recruit at the safety position. So I don't think this is a kid we need to play right away. Good get. Smart kid, had some offers from Vandy, Duke, all the elite academic programs. Came on late, so he started getting the late offers from the Tennessee, the Auburn, Louisville, and the late offerers. Also, we got a commitment from a signed letter of intent and enrollment from Osiris Torrance. Was at Louisiana with Billy. Racked up some offers when he hit the market as a transfer. Pretty much came down to us and LSU. He got the Ole Misses and the Auburns and all of that, but he's a Louisiana kid, and he's supposed to take a visit to LSU right after he visited Florida. But Rob Selden, the guys, got him to shut it down this weekend, and he enrolled. As a player last for Louisiana, no career sacks. He never allowed a career sack. 1 quarterback contact and 16 quarterback hurries and 2,367 snaps. He's ranked 8th among all guard and FBS per PFF, and also he's a preseason All-American already for by ESPN, just right off the dribble first, as soon as he show up. Big position of need, good get for us. Change the trenches right away. We got him and we got Waves, both to come from Louisiana. 2 guys. Hopefully we can get one more. There's some Mim smoke out there that he maybe want to transfer from Georgia. Hopefully we get one more guy like that. And then, bro, I'm ready to talk crazy shit because with them type of trenches, you mix in with Braun and a couple guys we already got on campus, Ethan White, we can push some shit around. And Billy like to run the ball out of that pistol. We got a running game. We'll see what's up. But off the grip, I like that get. Real good get.
Yeah, that's definitely a good get for you guys. Real good left tackle. Day one starter type of guy.
They're gonna play him on the interior. Depends on how everything shakes out.
Oh, really? Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think he may end up playing on the interior.
Regardless, man, he's definitely the type of guy that upgrades your O-line room. So that's a good get.
No doubt. Another transfer that we got was Jalen Kimber, a transfer from Georgia, defensive back, originally from Texas. Was a top 10 defensive back coming out of high school. Was a starter penciled in for Georgia last year before he got injured. He got injured, and the rest is history. He wasn't a starter. Somebody got that spot. He didn't want to come back and fight for that position. I don't know what the deal was, but he had entered the transfer market, and he's at University of Florida now. Good get at another position of need. We had Kyrie Elam jump into the transfer portal. I mean, not transfer portal. Woo. We got Kyrie Elam declare pro.
That'll be wild.
So there's been a void. We knew we was gonna need somebody else on the other side of Marshall. So it was good to be able to get somebody to come in with, a 10-600 meter guy. He could fly. Fast dude, SEC experience. He knows if he's from that Georgia practice environment, he know how to work. So a guy that's gonna come in, know how to work. What it's like in the SEC, week in and week out. Good get. Came out of left field as well. Javon Baker is another transfer that visited over the weekend. Wide receiver at Alabama. Popped up out of the blue. He also visited Ole Miss. I think he's going to make his rounds. His dad came out and said the University of Florida is their ideal landing spot. They're going to do their due diligence and look around a little bit. But Javon Baker has a good relationship with Carlos Del Rio and a couple other guys on the team. Another good get. Bama is top echelon, creme de la creme when it comes to wide receivers. And he got some young boys start playing the other night versus Georgia, and I started thinking the same thing. What is Javon Baker going to do if some of these young boys that's younger than him playing ahead of him right now? And here we go, transfer portal. Will be a good get. I think you could pencil him in. Another guy you could pencil in as a starter. We got a lot of big 6'4" guys that can't separate right now. I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if it's the concepts of the last offense, but those guys could separate. Javon Baker is a guy that'll come in and be able to do a lot of that. He kind of replaces Cope in a little bit. I think that'd be a good little slide and somebody to come in and take Cope targets. Who else over the weekend? Another interesting recruit over the weekend is Caleb Douglas, 3-star wide receiver out of Texas, formerly committed to Texas and also USC. LSU offered him today. He left on a visit high. We feel real good where we at in his commitment and his recruitment. I think that's a guy we can land on national assignment. They will see how it all folds out. I haven't heard any visits for LSU lined up or anything like that yet. But right now, I feel good with Caleb Douglas. And I also feel even better with LSU going after him. LSU has been kind of like Bama. They one of them wide receivers. When you look on turn on TV on Sundays, you see what LSU guys are getting busy. So I don't know if Brian Kelly's letting the standard down or what, but I want to be in the same category, in the same conversation as programs like LSU, Bama, and those type of programs when you're in the battle for a kid.
Yeah, LSU's always been a top 5 program when it comes to receiver depth and just receiver talent overall. So, yeah.
Right. It's important to look at the stars, but also the offer list and who you battling down, like the hats on that table towards the end, let you know the type of company you in.
Right.
What else I got, man? From a recruiting standpoint, Caden Story decommitted from Auburn. That's a defensive tackle that I want. I think we got a shot at. Good pedigree. His brother Christian played at Alabama. Very productive dude. I think he's productive in the run and in the pass rushing support. Has the skill to play 3 and 5 tech. He's visiting the 28th of January. We'll see if that's a guy we can land. 4-star defensive tackle. That trench work, we need it. I think that's all I got, man. What else I got? I probably go to our visit for this weekend.
Got a big list this weekend?
I don't know how big it is. I don't think it's too big. Go over it. I don't got all the junior shit available. I probably should do that, huh? Yeah. I ain't got the junior. I don't like going too far ahead of myself.
Me either. It gets to be a lot, bro.
Yeah. Oh, interesting quarterback offer went out. I'm glad I did go to my notes. Max Brown, quarterback that's committed to my man McElwain.
Oh, the Central Michigan guy.
Correct. Max Brown, 6'3", 200-pound quarterback out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He should be visiting this weekend. Didn't sign his letter of intent for early signing day. Been kind of sitting around because he's been getting some late offers as well. Guys that's just playing the game. If an offer goes, a committable offer goes, I expect to get him. You know, like he's committed to Central Michigan, fam.
Right.
But we also got Shamar James. He's already signed his letter of intent. He's coming in the fold. But he missed his visit last week, so he'll be back. Tony Livingston also got to sign his letter of intent already. Will be in the building. Jacoby Matthews, the 4-star safety I was talking about earlier out of Louisiana, he'll be in the building. I think it's a couple more of Louisiana kids. I think this list here is missing a few people. Gentry Williams is also another kid that I look out for. My man Corey Raymond did an in-home visit with him today. They're trying to get him to do an official visit, another top 100 type kid. He plays both ways. He's an athlete, but we're recruiting him at defensive back. Corey Raymond also recruited him while he was at LSU, so they have a relationship already. We'll see. We'll get an update on if he gets that visit. We're not in it unless you get a visit at this point in the game. You feel me? So if we can't get a visit, we go into his house, his mama job, everywhere else, but we got to get a visit. Speaking of mama jobs and visiting family members, Billy in the game pulled up on, shout out to Perkins. Harold Perkins, that's the recruitment everybody's in on. That's all the hype. Keep out on that kid.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some fishy shit going on. I mean, he committed to A&M at the All-Star game, right?
Yeah.
Then he say he still gonna take visits, and then he talking real good about everybody, man. That's watch for Deion JSU hat.
You see it?
Just watch for it.
I feel that, man. But shout out. I know we conducting business, so they did meet with the uncle, Billy, and a couple other coaches. I got the visitation stuff together, man. I'm so well organized today, man. Shout out to that shit. So the coaches are on the road. Napier and the boys, and Napier and Tony visit Mitchell on Tuesday. They visited also Caden Story, defensive tackle I was talking about. They visited him on Tuesday. Gentry Williams today. Javon Citizen as well today. That's about it. Javon Citizen, and I haven't got to update him. I think he's coming either this weekend or next weekend. Running back out of Louisiana.
I think
he's committed to LSU. I think you guys are
coming to see us the last weekend. Yeah, I think that he committed the 28th to come see us on that weekend. Actually, same for who you just talking about, the linebacker from Texas,
Perkins.
Yeah, Perkins. Yeah, he's also committed to coming to see us on his last.
Yeah, Perkins is up to some shenanigans. Every time he talks, he said, "Well, I like how this school is taken care of." Is the reoccurring thing I keep hearing. And I can see Prime. You know that gif of Draymond hyping KD up.
Yeah.
I can just see Prime in his ear, man, talking that business shit. Every time I hear the school taking care of somebody, man, something's up, bro.
What I do like,
in my opinion, I think some smoke.
What I do like about this young man is he truly understands his worth.
Facts.
He understands that, man, they can talk all that talk, but I'm something different.
Man, I don't care. They say, does Jimbo know, man? I don't care what.
Yeah. Man. They say in his camp, like, I don't think you should visit Miami at the end. He's like, bro, what? Okay, pull it. It don't matter. I'm him, and if they want to get like that, okay, cool. Now you just eliminated yourself. I didn't eliminate my options. My options are still going to be far and wide. I can call the coach and say, hey, you got room for me? And they'll say, absolutely. So, I do like that. So we'll see how that pans out in the near future. But yeah, as for you mentioned,
Dion is lurking in the grassy knoll.
Hey, again, that's the thing, bro. Like,
I'm not gonna get caught up in. I'm not gonna get hyped. I'm telling. Here's my theory, Larry Young. Who is his final three right now? Who is he fucking with?
I don't necessarily.
I'll tell you, Miami, Texas A&M, who's Jimbo, and Florida.
And then he gonna hit us with a Jackson State hat.
I'm telling you, Dion wants to get all those wigs, bro. It's a setup. I'm not buying it, bro. It's my conspiracy.
Oh yeah, I ain't listening.
You know I like a good conspiracy.
Oh no, I told people, I was like, listen,
that's too much Florida love, dog. I know he's setting this up.
Kid's talented. My gut says he sticks with Texas A&M.
Oh no, that shit is over with.
You think so?
Yeah.
Think so? I kind of think he sticks, man. I think, I don't know, man. He give me a little South Florida vibe.
He's sunny Jimbo.
As he should.
And I don't know, man. Especially
you can't snatch my offer. You can't. I'm too good for that.
Did that, but I'm just saying the way he talking real greasy. I don't see. Think about this.
And Jimbo ever that type of dude, man. He more of a traditional type of dude. Like, you give me my word, especially on close to the decision day. This, I know you still playing the game. That may rub him the wrong way. But but again, though, he's one of those type of players to where he's good enough to kind of pull that off, so to speak. So
yeah, for sure. Here's my thing. If this is your program, if you're Texas A&M, how you feel right? You're like this motherfucker gone. There's no way I'm thinking of keeping this kid.
Yeah. If I'm Jimbo, I probably feel the same way, just due to the fact off the strength of what's going on of it. I'll probably be moving forward, looking towards 23 linebacker or something like that, or just to replace it moving forward. I kind of throw those resources elsewhere.
If he's not trolling CJ, I like the way young man's talking about the University of Florida. I'm gonna say that shit. But
yeah, and I like how I like how he talk about Miami. So that's the thing.
I like the way his mom talking about y'all though.
Yeah, he's giving a lot of love, so we'll see. I wasn't even gonna get into his recruitment until next week, but I've seen some things that shine bright for us as well. We'll see. Him and Shamar are supposed to be cool. Both of them being. Yeah,
I got him on the JSU watch list too. He in the grassy knoll.
Hey, you brought it up. You brought it up for sure. You good? You
yeah, I'm good, man. Go ahead and transfer over to the poverty.
Go ahead, CJ. He said poverty.
I mean, shit. Poverty mean you gotta have motherfuckers on staff and shit, right? Or
no, poverty mean you ain't got the money to spend. Maybe I can't give my money away. Maybe I can't give it away.
Sure,
but I got it. But I got it.
That's worse. Shit, you can't even sell a motherfucker to take the money. No, let's like I said, you guys got more coaching stuff going on. My focus will be more so recruiting. We did get a transfer portal running back Trey Benson from Oregon. To be honest with you, I'm not really excited about the take. Personally, I would have probably passed on it or just waited in the spring or just see if there's better options in the portal as far as running back. 6 foot.
Too many injuries?
Yeah, that's the main thing. 6 foot, 217 pounds, redshirt freshman from Oregon, but he tore his knee up in December 2020 at Oregon. So that was the reason that he hasn't had too much production at Oregon, kind of rehabbing that knee. Played sparingly this year with the University of Oregon. Like I say, this hasn't played really. Tore his knee up, but the good thing about that, they say it wasn't any ligament damage not ligament damage. Nerve damage, excuse me. No nerve damage to the knee. Of course, you got to have ligament damage, right? But no nerve damage to the knee, so that's a good thing in regards to his recovery. But yeah, I'm just not really. It was other cats in the portal who, if you were to take a running back, who had actual production that you probably had a shot with. But
that's my thing right now. Like, what do you? I just like one of that shit. Sometimes when fucking Dan Mullen taking all these injured ass players.
Right. I don't
and I know the bounce back. The bounce back is different these days. But in my opinion, like with this guy, like how do you even do you bring him in for a workout?
Yes, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So they brought him in for a visit to check out the need, make sure everything went well with the medical staff, and things of that nature. So that happened yesterday. And once the medical portion of the visit checked out, that's when the offer flew out, and that's when he committed. It was a smooth process after that. So they did go through the medical process in regards to trying to check out the knee to make sure it was okay, and everything did checked out. So if you want to take that as a positive, then do what you will with it. But again, I don't know. But again, that
he said, "Do what you will with it."
Right, because I just don't see the. It could be some good upside to it. I guess it's a high risk, low reward, but because you kind of you don't really need a running back. But if he does come in and play well, then cool. But at the same time, you're so talent deprived at other places, you kind of throw that scholarship to a bigger place for need, or just get a better back coming out. But the bright side of things, he had some real production in high school. Out of Mississippi, he had over 5K rushing yards and over 70 touchdowns in high school, and he ran a 10.5 and 100 at 200 plus pounds. So that's really impressive. A 10.5 is blazing for anybody, but for a big man, that's really fast. So we'll see.
He got a high ceiling.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see how he bounced back from the injury. It could be a big reward for him, but I'm going to hold pause on that in regards to judgment to see how spring play out in the fall camp. We had a pretty decent recruiting weekend. Recruiting event this past weekend. It's a couple names. I'm not going to go over the entire list, but it's a couple names I want to highlight in regards to the visit. You got Adam Hawkins, the top 100 receiver out of Thomasville, Georgia. He said FSU leads. Thomasville is, right 45. I think Harlan, you're from Thomasville, if I'm not mistaken. So Thomasville is right down the road from Tallahassee. An interesting part about that is Mike Norvell took a visit to Thomasville that day before, and the next day he was on campus. So that was real key to go in and try to lock that visit down. So a top 100 receiver out of Thomasville said FSU leads at the time. Direct quote, "I love it here. Every time I come up here, it feels like family." So we'll see how that recruitment plays out. But FSU is in a good spot at this point in time. Makari Vickers, top 100 cornerback out of Tallahassee, John Paul II, local kid. Again, Norvell visited him the day before on that Friday. He locked the visit down and got him in on that Saturday. So that's it shows that Norvell is trying to get the local guys and keep them local. I really commend those efforts in regards to getting Makari, because it's been a while since we haven't got Makari on campus since the summer, I believe. And you got Georgia, LSU, and Texas A&M. Those are teams that are kind of lurking in his recruitment. So to get him back on campus and for him to say, getting back on campus was a good thing, kind of put FSU back in the picture. So we'll see how it goes. He also put this quote out that was pretty interesting in regards to Marcus Wilson, the defensive back coach, a conversation he had. A direct quote, "He was putting me on game on some stuff I should do as far as NIL." So that's real interesting to see. Well, not to see. I guess I was just kind of wondering what those conversations had, what the conversation entailed of in regards to the NIL, and also just the fact that that is a selling point moving forward in recruitment now. Is, hey, this is what we could do and what you could do. Yeah, the game has changed. So that was an interesting.
You see how Perkins moving. Perkins pretty much telling everybody, "Hey man, get that bread together." Cause
right, for real. I'm gonna talk nice about Florida, Miami, and whoever. Right, get that package together.
Yeah, because Dion got some shit waiting on me.
Right, for real. Shout out to Barstool. Chris Parsons, the quarterback commit. He's the guy that's kind of taking over the reins as far as the lead recruiter that Duffy took for it as far as the quarterback. Top 100. Well, excuse me. I feel like he's a 4-star kid, but I feel like when it's all said and done, it's going to be a top 100 kid. Crazy talent, live arm, real athletic in the run game. He shut down all those other visits and recruitment. Say he's locked in 100% FSU. I didn't seen that story before with Travis Hunter, so we'll see how it plays out today. I ain't for sure until he signs, but going off his word, he says he's locked in the FSU, shutting down all the visits. He's been a lead recruiter for a lot of other kids.
He's full of shit. If y'all trot that fuck shit out that season, he out of it.
No, I believe so, but I think this is a year that we got to win 8+. Man, I think it can be done. I think it's a conversation for another pod, but we bring back 9 starters on defense, 8 starters on offense. Add some key pieces.
He ready to lie. He ready to lie in January. He ain't wasting no time.
Why y'all bringing them people back? That's the best you got?
Yeah, it's the best I got. You know what's crazy about that? You set yourself up. It's the best I got.
I don't care about that.
How you don't care about it?
I don't.
These same guys whooped your ass the year before.
No, they didn't, man. They won, but they ain't whoop our ass. But go ahead. Tell that lie.
Shit. You see,
won.
Ask your quarterback how you felt after that game.
Ask your wide receiver how
how they felt after that game.
Mm-hmm.
Which one? The one that made the catch or what? Which one? Which one we talking about?
The one that threw the pass.
Oh, he felt great. He felt great.
You still disrespecting 5-6-1, bro. You gonna lose again next year. I told you last year about that shit. You still with it?
Whatever.
All
right. I don't believe in that.
Talk crazy to the 5-6-1, dog. That's why you leaving the goddamn voicemail right now.
Right.
It's a 5-6-1 number, bro. They know they got you lined up, fam.
It's all good, baby. I love y'all too.
Bryson Rogers, 4-star receiver out of Zephyr Hills, 6'2". It's crazy because I actually saw this kid on Friday. Him and his family and the receiver coach, they was in Popeyes. So I was in Popeyes too, grabbing some food.
You gave him an offer?
Yeah, gave him the offer, man. Told him it's committable. He can come on right now. This, that, another. Told him all the good spots to do the hit in Tallahassee.
So basically, he don't have an offer. If you gave it to him, he ain't got no offer.
He got offers, baby. But my offer, my shit was to kind of seal the deal to shut it down or whatever. So Norvell can offer or whatever. Yeah, you feel me? Norvell can offer. Any type of position coach can offer whatever. But until I say, yeah, it's good to go, it ain't really official.
I like it.
Yeah, he was pretty cool though. Pretty cool to talk to in Popeyes. Him and his family was pretty cool. But he said FSU definitely is at the top. He called the visit amazing. We'll see how that plays out. At this point in time, FSU is in a really good spot for him. He did state that Bama, UGA, Michigan, Penn State, Rutgers, and Iowa are the other teams.
Y'all ain't got no shot.
Yeah. That's too many teams.
Yeah.
Y'all
the motherfucker said all these other P5 teams that's better than y'all are on the list too. But
FSU is at the top.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. FSU's gonna hang around because like the buns, man. It's just like Popeyes probably just like it was probably $3 working the cashiers.
That's
like,
a fact.
So
can't hate on the buns. I won't do that.
Man, the buns will keep you in the mix, man. So
I've been there.
And we got plenty of that. There's plenty of buns up here.
I've been there.
Buns, cheeks, however you want to put it.
Yeah, I tapped that, so I ain't going. I'm not going to hate. Thank you, FSU, for some impeccable cheeks.
And not just FSU, but there's others up here too that got impeccable cheeks.
I never tapped FAMU cheeks, so I can't give them credit, but I'm sure they're great.
Real life.
Yeah, well, you definitely have
You smart, bro. We got to move on. What we got next?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, you live life. I'm leaving it at that. Tyler Williams. This is probably my personal favorite receiver in the state of Florida. This kid is legit. 4-star receiver, 6'4". He runs like a gazelle. Returns kick even from Lakeland. The Dreadnoughts return kicks for Lakeland. Receiver for Lakeland. He's cousins to Carlos and Vince Williams, former FSU guys. Moves like a gazelle.
I think Carlos was on campus this weekend.
Exactly. He was on campus with his cousin. Nice. So brought the cousin on campus. This guy I think he's going to blow up. He's going to probably end up being a top 100 receiver when it's all said and done. Kid film is legit. Like he's one of those explosive big guys. He moves like he's 5'10", 5'11". So I'm really high on him. I'm confident to say at this point in time that he'll end up a no. For the information I received, I think FSU is a real good spot for him. So look out for a possible commitment sometime this summer, if the sources are correct. But yeah, at this point in time, I would definitely
legacy get.
Yeah, legacy get. Just pretty much get rid of the legacy get, man. Big time family. In regards to no fans, both cousins played. They both went to the NFL. Both was pretty productive players for us also.
Man,
so
if he shit on Carlos in, y'all, that'll be crazy.
For real, bro. We got it's gonna be a lot of fighting going on Thanksgiving if he does do that. Lucas Simmons,
but great pedigree from that family, though. By the way, like that's just like A1 pedigree from that family.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Because shit, you get Vince and Carlos. And the crazy part about it, Carlos was the athletic freak, the 5-star, the generational guy, and then Vince played 10+ years in the league, productive with the Steelers. So yeah, shout out to those guys, man, for doing it the right way. Lucas Simmons, man, we be talking about all these receivers, man, but Coach Atkins go get some decent old linemen on campus. Lucas Simmons, 6'7", 300-pound left tackle from Clearwater, say he's high on FSU. Florida, Tennessee, USC, and others have also offered also. Roderick Kearney, 4-star tackle from the Jacksonville area, say FSU is at the top. Direct quote.
These kids don't give a shit about lying, bro. That's
right, bro. I'm trying to figure out, bro.
Bro. When the offensive linemen say they're at the top, like I believe that shit because Atkins is a fucking dog at recruiting. And he bringing guys like
offensive line recruitment recruitments be honest as shit. Like they don't flip.
Yeah,
like,
no
dudes be
motherfuckers.
solid people.
Ain't no divas, really.
Right. Ain't no competition either. So they know they're looking at I can start.
Boys committed vibe, man.
But nah, the receivers, I ain't really because we didn't see our receiver recruitment for the last year or so.
Right, the O line and QB. That's usually goal. I'll give you that.
Yeah, so now just for those points we just said, and Coach Atkins as a recruiter, whenever these O linemen say FSU's down there at the top, I believe them. Direct quote from him, man, it was just great. They showed me everything I needed to see. Coming into the visit, I had them at the top. That made that visit even better for me. So we'll just see how it plays out, man. Like one thing about Coach Atkins, man, if he's zeroing in on some of his guys, it's a high chance he's going to pull them in. And also if he's zeroing in on a guy, he's not just zeroing in on a high-end 5-star and leave it at that. He's going to have a 4-star here, a 4-star there, a 3-star there.
He better stay away from Rob Sell and Stapleton.
Who that?
Rob Sell and Stapleton, bro. You better stay.
Oh yeah, okay, I got that shit on my head for a second, but yeah. But yeah, to that point though, yeah, you're right. So we'll see how that play out. And last person I want to cover is Keon Brown. It's a local receiver out of Tallahassee Rickers. Rickers is one of the hood schools in Tallahassee. He doesn't really have a good quarterback, but this kid, 6'3", 180, runs
the
a
hood school ain't
never have a quarterback. No.
Yo, the hood schools ain't never got a quarterback.
So people I'm looking at his damn film, right? Like this shit, it's just crazy.
I had to explain that. Like we got to his stats. Yo, he go to a hood school. So.
Right, you already know how that goes. So his stats ain't gonna be, how it should be. So I'm looking at
all the scores in the multiple of 6 because they ain't got no kicker either.
Right, exactly. You going for 2 every time. Miss that bitch every now and then. So the score be like 20 to 24 or some shit like that. That's literally how Rickers is or whatever. So, and I was looking at this film, and the quarterback can damn throw the ball, man. The cameraman still had the damn frame on the quarterback. Then he'll pan to the receiver. He run down the sideline for the touchdown. You don't know what the hell happened in regards to the catch or whatever. But it's one of those guys that has a lot of upside. I think his offer list is gonna boom this off season just off the workouts, camp visits, 7-on-7s, and things like that.
A real quarterback
guy. Yeah, real quarterback to give him the ball. Seriously. 6'3", 180. There's a video on Twitter, man, where they were in the gym with this kid windmill dunk on another kid. So how you do little bullshit games in high school, just in the gym in general, where you try to dunk on one cat and the other cat try to block it. This dude ain't just going straight up for a dunk. He windmilled that shit and yammed it on him. So real good athlete. It's someone who I wouldn't mind taking it all. No, my bad. I paused. I'm looking at the private chat. What Harlan just threw in regards to. Yeah, they're good as hell in baseball. That's one thing Rickers here is good. They're good as hell in baseball. I will give them that. Them motherfuckers, they whoop ass in baseball, like he just said. But back to the point, real athletic kid. I think his offer is going to blow up. And I like that Norvell is kind of keeping it local with him and discovering him first and throwing in the offer out there. I think moving forward is going to be good for FSU and his recruitment. Just for the fact that the local school kind of showed love first. And last person I got, Cam Davis on campus, 2024, 5-star running back. He's going to be really highly rated once that time comes around. He's committed to FSU at this time. Hopefully he stays committed. That's all I got as far as recruiting.
You got into your junior day bag.
Yeah, because we done with 22 for the most part as far as high school cats. Yeah. Only thing with 22 is just this adding cats out the portal, and that'll go on into the spring prep. Well, not spring, but probably to the summer in regards to adding cats with the portal. So yeah, 22 we're pretty much done. We're really moving forward as far as high school kids to 23. Real quick tidbit in regards to shout out to the basketball team, man. The basketball team beat Duke yesterday in overtime game. Real good game.
Those our boys rushed the court, man.
Yeah, they did rush. I ain't too much like that because I think we kind of passed that stage as a program. FSU been pretty solid, but at the same time, it's still Duke. So whatever it is, what it is. And it was an exciting game too. It wasn't like a blowout.
Real basketball programs can't be rushing the court by the regular season win versus Duke, bro.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta win a couple more games in the NCAA tournament to get in that conversation.
Got to stop that type of shit. Shout out to Coach Ham, man. I can't say shit about nobody basketball program, man.
Like you said, shout out to Coach Ham. He got his 55th win against the AP top 25 team when FSU itself was unranked, which is the most by any coach. And also, FSU has won 13 straight overtime games, which is an NCAA record also. So shout out to Coach Ham.
I feel like we beat Duke too, because Mike White beat Ham.
I don't know how the fuck y'all beat us, man. But it's crazy because this team has done like a 180 within the last month or so. We lost to you guys pretty handily, and then they lost to Purdue by like 30. They lost to another team. I forgot the name of the team earlier in the season, but Ham kind of said this team is being cooked in the oven. It's not a finished product as of late. And now they've won 4 or 5 in a row. They beat Miami, who's a pretty good program. Beat Syracuse's, well, not pretty good program. They're a trash program. Pretty good team. Beat Syracuse and then beat Duke yesterday.
That's some shit Larry on said. That's some good old black man shit right there.
Nice walk
back. Cooked in the oven.
Nice walk back. I like what you did right there.
Wow. I mean, it's real. Y'all not a program, aren't you? You think y'all a good basketball program?
No, I don't.
Okay.
First off, my
basketball team, right?
It is Duke. So yeah.
You one of those guys?
Oh yeah, you one of them guys.
Oh, definitely one of those guys. Yeah, absolutely. I don't give a quarter.
That's why you ain't pick Georgia the first time, because they was trash. So you was like, me go get Miami because they kind of good.
Yeah, at that point.
Now that Georgia good, now you like go back. I see the type of fan you is. Doing the mathematics.
Hey, and guess what? They all love me. Miami, Georgia, they like, oh, Larry, you I got it. That's right, baby.
Man, Miami about to excommunicate your ass.
Nah, they love me, dog.
Yeah, excommunicate themselves after they do these shit ass hires.
What hires?
And last point, in regards to coaching, we've been on the Dugan's watch,
Don't, baby.
Dugan's watch or whatever. So this is real interesting. Today, Bartow was on the trail today in place for Dugan's, and it was said that Dugan's is out for a sickness. Bartow was in Broward County recruiting. Did his rounds.
Y'all want to have Bartow coaching receivers?
Nah, if you have someone out, hell no, man. Listen.
I mean, I can tell you, he already been running routes.
You can't say hell no, bro. You need to retract that. Don't say hell no.
Man, I would say hell no, big hell no. They would hire me before they hired Bartow as a receiver coach. Man, they would come and hire me.
I don't know about that.
Let me see your shoes, bro. I gotta see how you been putting it in, the work you've been putting in.
Right, but yeah, it's kind of interesting though to say that that he's down in that area, especially at Dillard, because as you guys know, we just whipped on the damn receiver from Dillard that was committed to us for like 5 to 6 months.
Because y'all had Bartow down there telling him he was a wide receiver coach.
Nah. No, we had to don't telling him that he was a damn wide receiver coach. But no, they were saying that Dugas was just basically treating the kid like, this is word of mouth, so to speak, from people that's connected to Dillard. Just kind of treating the kid like, okay, he's locked in, so I don't really have to recruit him anymore. He's committed, whatever.
Yeah, like there's no room for them type of people on your staff no more, bro. It's just like it's
those should get that should get the most attention. The guys that's actually committed should get your most attention, in my opinion.
You just gotta be hungry and a dog, man, to be on.
Put the time in, but that's literally all it is. You just putting the time in.
Staffs, yeah, like elite staffs gotta have everything clicking on all cylinders.
Like you got these kids committed. They're committed, no doubt, but these kids not signed. Coaches are hitting them up daily. That commitment shit means nothing at the end of the day. Coaches are hitting these kids up daily. So when you got Louisville and West Virginia checking in on Mortimer daily, weekly, hey, how's it going? This, that, another. Come visit this, that, another. You got your receiver coach, who's your position coach, area recruiter. You don't hear from like once a week or every other week. Like, come on, that's funny. That's real funny. So they definitely from the bag on that one. So it's interesting to see that Bartow. This point in time, Bartow is down there and Dugas is technically sick. To see him on there.
Dunk for a Prius, Larry.
That's pretty much all I got for.
Don't do that, man. The dunk continues to ride, bro. Like let's not shortchange the man on everything he's done, and shall continue to do. For us,
no, not for y'all. For us.
Oh, for y'all,
you can better say we done for y'all. So exactly.
That's fine. I don't care. He ain't my problem no more.
So what you think, y'all? I mean, what's the deadline when y'all making a hire? Y'all took him off the road?
No, that's the end of the month. Contract expires at the end of the month, so I don't know. I guess
he coming back, dog.
He may very well be, but I don't. It's just weird that he was taken off the road today.
He coming back, man. Just let him come on back. It ain't no big deal. This is wide receiver. That ain't, the championships are built in the trenches, so it doesn't really matter.
Them boys ain't got a wide receiver that can separate from a shadow, like from themselves.
But they can block. They can block.
Who won the national championship last year?
Georgia.
Last year.
Oh, last year? Bama, right? Yeah.
Bama won it, right? The year before that, who won it? Was it Clemson the year before that?
I mean, you can include Georgia too.
No, LSU was the year before that. LSU.
You gotta have animals that wide receiver.
Exactly, that's my damn point. Bama had animals at receiver last year. LSU the year before that. Clemson the year before that. Like, if you're not, you gotta have dogs on the outside. Now you're not winning. Even Georgia got dogs on the outside. They just don't get the ball that damn often.
You gotta be able to take the roof off somebody's shit.
Yeah, you
can't take the roof off nobody's shit, bro. It's gonna be hard for you to win the natty, dog. Like,
it's not
Pickens, like
hell. Even who beat Georgia this year? What team beat Georgia? How did they beat them?
Taking the roof off.
Exactly. In the same national championship game, when you got one receiver who was out and then the other receiver who got hurt in the game, that shit totally changed. So yeah, you gotta have game breakers on the outside for sure, man.
Gotta take the roof off.
Yeah. That's all I got.
I ain't got no roof. What's up?
We're getting to these wheels. What you got?
Yeah, I can get into it. I don't want to talk this to death, bro. So I get into what we got going on.
Y'all hiring, dog.
Well, it's not.
Y'all whipped on. We go with this, but
it's not a lot of spots to hire.
It's the main spots, though, fam.
I know, right? So that's
what's crazy.
What we essentially got going on is a very strange situation to me. We still don't have an OC hire, although most of the offensive staff is in place. Actually, I think the only position that hasn't been filled is offensive coordinator. We have a running back coach, wide receiver coach, tight end coach, offensive line coach.
And there was some assumptions not assumptions, but some people kind of tied maybe the running back coach Kevin Smith to Brown because of their prior relationship at FAU.
Yeah. And as of right now, it looks like that's not going to come to fruition.
Hold on. Bring me another beer, bro.
So, we'll see if that's a done deal. As of right now, the reports are Browse will not come on board, and therefore we'll just move forward. And then let's see. So again, everything on the offensive side is pretty much done. The latest intel on the defensive side suggests that we could lose T-Rob still. There's been a little bit of smoke about that back and forth. It looks like the latest smoke is saying that there's a very solid chance that he could end up at Alabama. How I feel about that is I won't necessarily just plug them in as the winner because Nick is so hands-on in the secondary that I don't know if that's a move up for him. So we'll see. But yeah, that smoke is definitely real.
Bro, are you insane? Coaching defensive back for Nick Saban is almost gold.
I mean, more than likely, but that's the thing. It turns into, what does your ego say? Does your ego say, well, Nick, I can handle this. I don't need you. And that's the thing. Some people feel that
ego. I think from his agent, I say, yo, listen, man. Nick Saban, DB coaches turn into DCs and then get head coaching jobs.
Yeah, I mean, so if he takes it, I'm not mad. I
don't know which way you go, but that's how I would look at it. I think that's
That's a
the level of job. I could get why he would go to Alabama. Is what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I mean, and that goes to speak to the hire that T-Rob has been. Is the teams that are supposedly involved at this point are Alabama and Georgia. So, if we lose our coach to those programs, hey, what are you going to do? You're just not on their level. So if that's who you lose them to, you tip your hat and you say, hey, man, go do what you got to do.
The thing is, y'all didn't really – I don't think Corey Raymond was the guy y'all was going to keep at first. I'm sorry.
T-Rob?
T-Rob wasn't y'all guy. Y'all went out to Corey Raymond.
Well, that, I don't know. Maybe you have more information on that. I do think
sure. That was a battle for us that we ended up winning. But so, like, that's why it looks a little weird now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that was ever Mario's guy. I think Mario was just trying to retain him after he missed on Corey Raymond. That's just petty Big Three shit. We can get into all that shit all day. But now it's going to be who's that other DB coach if you lose Corey Raymond. This shit gets a little weird.
So my thing, with that is sure, I absolutely believe we could lose the battle to UF for Corey Raymond. Corey Raymond's an SEC guy, so that doesn't shock me at all in that respect. And again, I think that we could lose that battle to Alabama because of the reasons you just spoke on. So, I don't think it'll be a money thing because I don't think that Alabama will offer a number that's going to be crazy outside of something we might match. But, again, something I've spoken before is just going to boil down to what do these coaches want for themselves personally. So we'll see how the T-Rob thing shakes out. But definitely be aware from, this come out Friday morning or Thursday morning, excuse me. The T-Rob to Alabama thing is very real. And we'll see how it pans out. There was smoke with Georgia as well. I think, is leaning more Alabama, even though what, to my understanding from, speaking to some Georgia contacts I have, the relationship between Kirby and Adai, I'm not 100% sure, isn't that great. There's a bit of a disconnect there. So it's not necessarily, you've spoken on this before. It's about relationships. Those guys don't necessarily see eye to eye. Even though the result was a national championship, they may not necessarily click. So, that's something to monitor from this point forward.
I think your DC is right now for Mario. My DC is T-Rob. I think you try to retain him, give him the DC title, and roll with it. At this point, I haven't heard no real names. I mean, we talk about Schumann, but I haven't seen any real traction at that spot. So you got to be entertaining T-Rob, at least in a cold DC fashion, to try to retain.
And I don't hate that take. I think that's a calculated risk that I wouldn't be particularly mad at. He has called defense before, even though you pointed out previously it wasn't necessarily that successful. But you kind of also have to add the context of, hey, it was also at South Carolina. One name to keep, an eye out for. Another name, this is probably our 25th name for Miami is Miami Dolphins linebacker coach Anthony Capanile. He's a former safety and linebacker at Rutgers, and then while Cristobal was there, So, there's a relationship that already existed. He's, a relatively young guy. He's been with the Dolphins as a linebacker coach for the last 2 seasons. And, with Brian Flores being let go, that opens it up. So that's another NFL name to be familiar with. We'll see how that pans out. I tell people, people ask me, I've had several DMs, who we hiring? Bro, I promise you, your guess is as good as mine. If I knew, I might tell you. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know, so there's nothing for me to tell you. On the recruiting front, recently we hosted Jack Pyburn, 3-star edge out of Jacksonville. He has recently announced that he's going to make his decision on the 27th. He took an official to Auburn and unofficial to Miami. So we'll see how that shakes out a little bit and, see where he decides to make his final decision. I like us, but, Auburn also is has to be a compelling, intriguing offer as well. So we'll see how that shakes out. He's supposed to announce on the 27th. Last weekend he could really visit would be the 28th. So we'll see how that ultimately shakes out. Also in tow was Dave Aiuli, 4-star offensive guard out of Washington. He had a great visit by all accounts. A guy that I do think we end up with in this class, former Oregon commit that decommitted once Mario left. And so we'll see how that pans out, but I do think he's a kid that is going to end up signing with us in this class. We also had Shamar Stewart come through again, 5-star D lineman from Florida. He described it as his best visit to Miami as of yet. So something they did impressed him. I think they asked me a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. I think he ends up with Miami. But we'll see how that shakes up ultimately. Grayson Halton and Jaleel Florence did not show up. They were originally scheduled to come through.
Bro, it's something. My bad for them. Something beeping in my goddamn kitchen. I don't know what the hell it is.
I think that's mine.
Oh, no, bro, no, I'm hearing shit like, man, I done checked the dang fridge, the dishwasher, the microwave like 3 different times, bro. That shit keep messing with me. I'm like, man, what the hell going on?
That's funny.
I
think that's me. I was gonna freeze it. I'm gonna freeze as soon as I'm done. But
okay, that's what the hell. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
That's all good, bro. So Grayson Halton and Jaleel Florence were no shows. These are all Oregon commits that at this point I expect staff to move on from. I think they'll stick with their Oregon commitments.
Mario whiffing everywhere, bro.
Allegedly. So those guys, they're West Coast guys, so I get that. I'm not gonna knock that. I mean, you can't be a Miami fan and want kids to stay home and then get upset when kids from California stay home or Texas stay home. So, or at least closer to home. So, those are guys that were supposed to originally come through, ended up not. And I think ultimately the staff's moved on. Matt McCoy also visited, 3-star offensive tackle. I believe that's down to us. He seemed to enjoy the visit. It seems like it's down.
God damn, bro. Come on, dog. Get some energy, bro. It's like you don't want to report this shit.
What you want me to tell you? Matt McCoy, 3-star offensive tackle, developmental guy. It's down to us in Florida. I
like McCoy.
I think he's a good developmental kid. I like us a little bit just because Florida's got, I think, 4 or 5 O-linemen committed right now. I do think he's a Florida kid if he felt
competition. Think he's scared of competition?
Nah, I don't even say he's scared of competition. I mean, at some point, it just becomes a business decision. Like, if it's a little too crowded, you go elsewhere. So I do think he's a kid that will probably lean a little more towards Florida, but I like the fact that we have less O-linemen committed. And then wrapping up the weekend would be DJ James, a transfer portal kid who ended up committing to Auburn. He's a 3-star, originally from the Alabama area that decided to go back home. And also UAB's Antonio Moultrie. The Moultrie situation feels a tad bit more complicated. I think ultimately what it seems to boil down to is we view him as a bit more of an inside guy. I think he wants to stay on the outside. And that's where, he may not have committed this weekend when he did have the opportunity to. So I don't necessarily think he ends up in this class, but the reason being is a difference in vision. And if that's what it is, I think, for a kid, that's what you should do if you need to be on the same page. So I don't expect him to come either.
Yeah, Wills. We got names.
Outside of that, man, a couple of transfers. We had Nesta Silvera is going to transfer out to Arizona. Going out there with Hearn, my dog. That shit, bro. Yeah, he's going out with Hearn, man. Good luck to him there. I think that Nesta can have some success there. I do worry about the fact that so many teams like to run the up tempo. So, I got to make sure.
Be gassing for that to come out.
Now he's out there in a higher altitude, and also with a legit coaching staff, man, he might get in shape.
Yeah, maybe. So we'll see. And then we had Frank Ladson transferred in, former 5-star wide receiver, out of Florida, out of South Florida area. He's decided to come back home. So we'll see how that pans out. He's right now a 3-star in the transfer portal.
You see, and that's that bullshit with that 17 3-star shit and all that. Like, bro, like some of that stuff be like, for instance, Frank in like Johnny Wilson, for example, for FSU. He's a redshirt damn freshman and was a top 130 kid out of high school, a 3-star in transfer portal because he's a redshirt freshman, hasn't played that much at Arizona State. Like that type of stuff. That's all I don't really care about that. Transfer portal.
No, my brother. I will not allow that. Frank crazy. Is a legit 3-star at this point.
Oh, okay.
He's a legit 3-star. He's a 5-star kid that hadn't done anything.
No, I'm just saying to that. But what I'm saying is that how they're ranking that type of deal is kind of flawed to me. But
it's hit or miss. Transfer. I think all rankings are hit or miss though. So I don't think the transfer portal is any different, but I think they go a little bit about production you already done on the field, and I think they get access to practice and like scrimmage film that we don't as well. That's I think they got like even the Cameron Waves kid that we got 4 stars. I think people were able to see some of his scrimmage stuff in Louisiana and whatnot to kind of evaluate him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I mean you gotta evaluate Frank, a former 5-star that didn't do anything at a top program. So a 3-star evaluation is very fair at this point.
What do you think about the tape?
I like it. I think he's we've done pretty well at wide receiver in the transfer portal. We usually deal with some guys that have a little something to prove. So yeah, bring him on in. And if he secures the job, I'm confident because I think my young receivers are actually very talented and focused. So if Frank Ladson can come in, I mean, he's a big guy. He's a 6'3" dude. If he can come in and secure the spot, that bodes well for us, I believe. I'm not nervous about it at all. I think he'll have to earn it, and if he does, and I hope he does, I hope he returns to his 5-star form. And
don't worry about it. He won't.
I mean, if he don't, he don't. But we've done well there. Wide receiver has been
5-star form? Like,
just healthy.
Level, he just haven't done it. So like that's why they re-recruiting those CJ.
But now remember when we had the Clemson guys on earlier in the season, part of the frustration was, of course, the injury, but just the production. The reports coming in from camp, they want the receivers when they good in the first place, including him. Remember, the offense didn't even score a touchdown on the defense at all throughout the entire portion of fall camp. So even with
wide receiver room a lot like ours, man, a bunch of big guys that can't separate.
Yeah, they had a lot of struggles this year in the receiver room, man. And for those guys to say that it just wasn't injuries, it was some talent issues too.
Well, I mean, let me be very clear. If he doesn't, I'm not concerned because I like my young receivers. So my hope is that he does excel. But if he doesn't, I do trust the young receivers. I believe in, I think Romello Brinson. I think Keyshawn Smith can take another step. He's a guy that kind of let me down a little bit this year, but I think he can take another stride next year and perhaps get over the top. And I like Jacoby George quite a bit. So Ladson should only come in and elevate the room. If he doesn't, not particularly frightened by that. Let's see what else we got.
We still got more recruit shit. My bad.
No, yeah. I'm wrapping up. Actually, ain't much more. I ain't gonna hold us too long. We got quite a bit left. The other transfer for us was Henry Parish. He was a guy that was highly regarded in the same class as Rooster and Don Chaney, a guy that, we kind of regard as third running back in the area. He ended up going to Ole Miss, and now his running back coaches, come to us, and Henry Parish is coming to us as well. I don't necessarily expect Henry to be some sort of savior for the running back room, but I do think he adds quality depth and competition to the room. So a welcome addition. So outside of that, man, there's not really much else going on for us currently. That's about it. Elite Recruiting Day is coming up, but man, there's just too many names to mention. There are a ton of names. Several 5-stars, a very talented weekend. To me, at this point, what does it really mean? These guys are coming in for a tournament, and they're going to swing by Miami and get some of the Gold Star treatment. And it's very early. They need to make a good impression. But, it certainly isn't a time to make predictions about who's going to do what and things of that nature. But it is a loaded weekend for sure for us. It is going to be a super talented weekend for Miami.
Hey, Harlan asks, when is the stadium construction supposed to break ground?
That's
let's get to some shenanigans.
That's alleged. We'll see how that goes, man.
We'll get to some shenanigans. Real quick, CJ, what do you think the overall vibe and overall, they do the approval rankings of the presidents and shit like that after they get elected? Yeah. What do you think the approval ranking of Cristobal is right now since he's been hired? By the fan base, man, after today.
It's definitely. I think it's negative. I think he has a negative. It's negative right now. I see you got people on message boards. So Mario really the guy? They're questioning shit, making sure he's really the guy or not. So I think as of now, it's negative, man. What
do you think, Larry? That's your people. What do you think about the overall fan base?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think he has a negative approval rating right now. But I think that speaks to the ignorance of fans. I'll say this, right?
It should look egregious right now, though, Larry.
You know what? And that's what I was about to say. Can't
blame the fans, bro. That shit look wild right now. A little bit.
I'm not going to just shoot them down. I agree that I don't like what's going on in general, the optics look crazy. It's not how I would do it. I think you're asking quite a bit of an offensive coordinator to come in and the whole staff's already filled out. I think that's a lot. That's NFL. But this ain't the NFL. You know, you don't get to pick everybody that, you know, as far as players and staff in particular.
It's the type of guys you're trying to get to do that. It's one thing if you get some yes men to come in and just do whatever you say, but if you're trying to get a killer, you're trying to poach a guy, bro. Like I'm stepping into a room full of guys that I haven't hired, don't really know. I'm meeting for the first time. Shit looking funny on paper right now. I think the timeline is starting to like worry some Miami fans before it's like everybody saying he's meticulous and taking his time, and that shit ain't looking like taking his time. It's looking like he's missing.
But spring ball starts in what? Early March, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got. If he ain't got this shit figured out by then,
like, well, now that'd be egregious. But what I'm saying is, you got early March. The damn OC, DC, whoever, like they don't have a lot of time to kind of get in and try to.
First, it was the bowl games. Then it was the playoffs, and then like at this point, we kind of know it ain't gonna go to the Super Bowl. Like y'all not gonna hire the winners of that motherfucker and shit like that. So like, kind of like everything has been panning out because a lot of people been saying when they was first making the running back hires and all these other hires that Mario already got the OC. He just waiting to announce it. And that's kind of played out with, that ain't the case. He's still trying to find those guys. And then the OC got to come in with a co-OC of a guy that they probably don't even know.
Well, and that's where I think ultimately it'll boil down to relationships. I think that Frank Ponce could be a very real possibility at this point. I don't dislike Ponce. I think Appalachian State has a good offense. I think they
do that shit to everybody.
Yeah, right. So you know that. If they compete with us, they'll definitely compete with y'all. You know, again,
they'll lose though.
Strategy, I don't know that.
From
Jacksonville State didn't lose.
Hey, Miami.
Like the approval ranking is gonna tank more, CJ. If you go from Joe Brady to Gus Punts.
Oh man, they're gonna be cussing
like shit. I gotta bring to the timeline. Gus Punts.
Who the fuck is Gus Ponce?
Who's your guy? Would you say his name is?
It's Ponce. I don't think it's Gus.
What's his first name?
It ain't Gus. I don't know right this second, but it ain't Gus.
They made up a whole name for the dude.
I thought
I'm gonna call him Gus. I'm like, wait, who the fuck is Gus? But no, don't get me wrong. I'll say this in full disclosure. Do I like the particular order of things? No, I don't. It feels super weird to me. I don't understand it. But at the same time, like I said last week, I can't scream for the coach and then question everything he does.
Frank Ponce.
Frank, thank you. Frank Ponce. Yeah, you had me going off with that Gus shit. He definitely threw me off with Gus.
I'm going to need you to know your motherfucking coordinator's name, dog.
He ain't my coordinator, motherfucker. I don't need to know his name. But I know there's an established relationship there. So, again, I'm not. Am I enthused? No, I don't like it because I just feel like those should have been the top hires. But hey, I asked for the guy. That was the guy I said we couldn't get. That's the guy that I wanted, top of the list. Now I'm gonna let him work because I tell everyone that
Mario
it doesn't
can't
matter
save y'all
what.
Boys, can't nobody save y'all. That's why I wanted y'all to get Mario so y'all can know, like, finish y'all weak ass off.
You ain't want us to get no Mario.
Finish their weak ass off.
Stop.
If Super Mario can't do it, nobody can.
Hey, but G shit though, if Mario
save you.
If Mario
stop that. Now that's cap. Put your hat on. Put your hat on. You didn't want to get Mario.
If Mario does fail,
you want to keep Manny. That's what you wanted.
I got a tweet out there. You want me to retweet it?
What?
I tweeted, man, a long time ago. I wanted them to hire Mario.
Did you? But you don't know the difference between Mario and Manny.
There is no.
Which one? Which one got fired?
I actually think Manny Diaz is a better football coach.
Mario
from a standpoint of X's and O's. Mario can't X and O no shit, bro.
You're lying like shit.
Right now, he's Cuban Willie, bro. You know how similar this is to Florida State when he first got when Willie got there. He missed on his OC and DC out the gate. It's the same shit.
The difference is ain't a game to play yet.
And the difference is Oregon was holding Willie people hostage. Oregon wasn't holding shit hostage for Mario, not holding shit hostage for Mario.
A guy that can't call plays is so reliant on who he bring in as coordinators, and right now he just at the mercy to whoever he hired. So that's who Mario's at the mercy of, whoever he hires the OC, because he can't call his shit.
I feel you, dog. But I got love. Y'all done threw me so far off track.
I'm just saying. This is very similar to Willie Stark, though.
I'm not mad, bro. Let's see. What we got left, man? Don't get me wrong. I do think, like I said, there's questions there. I happen to be a more even keeled fan, but I will say not happy about the process. But to me, ultimately, what ends up happening is, what are your results? So we'll see what that is. He better prove it. And actually, I take that back. He ain't got to prove it because he got a nice deal. He got a long time. So he can mess up for a little while. So we'll see how it pans out. Not going to backtrack on him. So, other transfer we got was, did I speak on it? I don't know. We got so far off. Parish.
Yeah, Parish. You got Parish.
Yeah, we got Parish to transfer in. Another able-bodied guy from that same, group. He'll add some depth, especially with Chaney's injury issues. Good pickup.
You ought to win over Parish, bro.
I did. Okay, I can't remember. We done got so far off now.
Yeah, you did. You were
saying
good pickup.
That's what I was like. I don't even remember what the hell we talked about last. So yeah, that's really it for us. Yeah, ain't nothing else for Miami right now. We still waiting on the OC, DC. That's it. Honestly, there ain't too much more going on.
That's what's up. I do think that put y'all at a little disadvantage for like the guys like Perkins and not having a DC, obviously. Do I think Mario probably could land him? Yeah, bro, because this kid's about business, so he probably could have a business deal that don't even matter.
Fuck a DC, man. What the NIL talking about?
Right.
Yeah. And I think these kids are going, I'm that. I'm him. I'm that. I don't, scheme ain't gonna matter that much. Just give me a shot. Put me on the field.
Yeah, but I think all schools involved are doing business at this point. I don't think Perkins is talking to nobody right now that's not conducting business. So all these schools are talking business, so everything's gonna kind of even out. So it's gonna be something different that he made. I don't think he's going back to A&M. I think Deion's in the grass, I like how he's talking about you. We'll see what's up. Let's talk like just the buzz of the big three, man. What y'all feel about your man Ruiz? Ruiz has been in spaces. He got into it with Ravel, him and Billy Corbin.
Man, I'm gonna leave it at this, man. Real money isn't loud. Real money speaks for itself. You see Texas A&M, they had that 25 to 35 mil of legend stuff. You see that crazy class they signed. You ain't hear a peep from them goddamn oil billionaires out there. They make their money talk for them. This dude, I think he a phony, bro. I think he a fake. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I think he.
I mean, you say that, so you're telling me you legit don't think this guy's worth any money?
No, I'm not saying as far as what he's putting out there, the false bravado. I think that's just a bunch of bullshit, man. To be honest with you, and I think was it Billy Corbin? Who was it that kind of called him out a little bit on it?
Man, Billy Corbin and Darren Ravel. Darren Ravel was wilding too, though. Darren Ravel.
Yeah, Darren didn't look too great. I got
Black friend tweet, boy. That shit.
Yeah, don't do that, bro. Yeah. Hey, listen. To anyone that's ever up against the wall when it comes to racism, never mention your black friend. It don't look good.
The Martin Luther King collection or something, like,
bruh.
I didn't know Martin Luther King dropped albums. What are you talking about?
He said that shit like it was trading cards, and I was like, yo, again, just don't do this. Take the time to not talk. That's the best thing you can do at that moment. Is not speak on it.
Sometimes no response is the best response.
It is the best response when you get into.
It's a lot of ego shit going on with Shamar Ruiz though. Like it's a lot of. I'm not gonna say he's broke or no shit like that. I don't want to call him a fraud.
Right, because we don't know.
A lot of suspect shit of what, and I don't think Billy Corbin ever gonna be on some just flinging shit on the wall. That's a guy that do documentaries. Like finding out information is his fucking shit. So I don't think flinging shit at the wall. There's got to be some type of substance. I ain't gonna say anybody's 100% true in anything they're saying. But he could easily, like CJ said, like absolve himself from this, not be loud and out saying, "Yo, we're gonna do this in on space." It's kind of insinuating or doing innuendo shit. Like we're kind of doing loophole NIL shit. Like you could really just be not the face of this, really just do some shit and be totally quiet about it. But the way he's going about it's a lot of like attention seeking, in my opinion.
And that's another thing. He could be a guy that been a lame all his life. Let's call it what it is. Been a lame all his life.
Happens a lot.
Then found him a lane on Twitter. You know, got a little money. Fuck with Miami. Fans go flock to you. And he's eating that shit up.
I'll actually give him a little shout out. You know, I listened to some of the recent episodes of Fresh and Fit. You know, and those are some lanes. I'm telling you right now. But I don't necessarily think they lying. They're just shedding light on how life changes when you go from a lane with nothing to a lane with some bread. And a lane with some bread has a hard time being quiet. So what happens is they get this wealth and they see how life changes. So now they're calling out the hypocrisy.
I don't even think it's that. I don't even think like everything is I don't think he's everything he's saying he is. And I think there's some questions from the Miami side as well. I think there's some caution from the Miami side. Even with NIL deal he said he put out, that's some approval that has to happen from the University of Miami. There is some reluctance from the University of Miami to really attach themselves to him. And I think that's for safety reasons. They had
look at our track record.
Right.
You know what I mean? We've had some, you know, and that's the Miami way. It's been some swindlers and you know, some snake oil salesmen. So hopefully
he can swindle quiet. Like most of it, like you said, the Texas A&M shit, which they're under investigation, I think, in Oregon as well. We'll talk about that later. But it's just it's a quieter way you can move and not be arguing with Darren Ravel, Billy Corbin. Like those guys got huge platforms, and if they're saying negative stuff about you, that reaches a lot of people. You know, and it's just like brings more negative attention towards something that you're trying to do for NIL. I think it's just counterproductive in the grand scheme of it.
I mean, he you know, and credit to Billy. Billy didn't particularly trash him, the Ruiz family in general, as much as he said, "Hey, show me," and that's fine. And the Ruiz family will have an opportunity to show there was some question about them being above board and understanding, you know, what the guidelines they must operate within. But that happens a lot. You know, that's the biggest thing I said, you know, in our group chat earlier. I said, yo, I hate this NIL stuff because I'm super confused. I don't know what is within the realm of what you should be doing, which is legal, and what is shady /
well, you just know, like the business was made today, and then just started just shelling out money. It's got to be a reason what you're doing, like, and it got to be a number that makes sense. You can't be the third string defensive tackle getting $100,000 from a company that don't make no profits. Like it's obvious for anybody that's doing type of business. Like this is pay for play, so it can't be obvious. You gotta be
it's got to be veiled.
Yeah, it's got to be somewhat innovative to how you pay through NIL. It can't just be blaming some random company. You just selling the kid out money that don't even make sense on the market value. Wow.
And I don't think that will really happen. And I think when that happens, you know, or he's getting examined, that's when Miami fans get defensive. It's like, well, yeah, y'all looking at us that hard. Of course, it looks a little bit weird.
They ain't gotta look hard. Ruiz
everybody
with Danny Boy Canes and shit.
Yeah.
Why do they gotta look hard? Like, bro, they're advertising everywhere about the NIL deal. They're tweeting. The kids, here's another thing, too. The kids ain't tweet these deals. Ruiz tweeted these deals.
Mm-hmm.
The deals, I didn't see one player say, hey, I got this deal. Am I missing something here? Did you see that?
No, not so far. I won't dispute that. But I don't think that's the problem because, again, it is pay for play. We can try to
but the
dress
kids
it up.
haven't tweeted that, say, yo, we got this deal. Then who is
No.
Like, to me, that's my stance on it. It's like too me type shit going on. Like it's about him. I don't think it's about. Shut up. I'm a vibe. I'm siding with CJ a little bit on this. I think it's some.
It's a lot of stuff to be desired in regards to how he move and the end result of how he's moving. So we'll see how it plays out. But like Billy said, man, shit, show me. You gotta show me. It's like instead of business.
I did see Jake Garcia come out and say, hey, thank you all for the deal. I believe Gilbert Frierson did as well.
Okay. I don't follow them boys, so I wouldn't know.
I don't follow them either. I have a Hurricanes list on my Twitter. I definitely saw Jake Garcia, and I want to say Gilbert, but I don't want to misquote that. And
they probably also have to wait and to be on their side as well. They also probably have to wait for approval from to University of Miami side as well, compliance. So I don't think they can just all willy-nilly do stuff. And I think Ruiz family also, or whoever, Drew Rosenhaus, put out something that everything is pending. University of Miami's approved.
Yeah. And that's where Miami fans got a little defensive, and I understand it. It is pay for play. We can call it what we want. They go, you can't use it as a recruiting tool. Essentially, it's like,
bro. We all know the game.
We all know it's a recruiting.
But still, you can't. Everybody else playing it, so just play it. Like you can't just be crazy out here and advertising and talking like you Scarface. If it is just hand out money to every kid walking by.
I don't think that's what's happening though. Every person on our side that I know of is a name I'm familiar with. It's an upcoming talent or an established talent. Will Mallory, Leonard Taylor, Garcia, Van Dimes. These aren't names that are like, who? These are names that are established in our roster. So it does look like a personal attack.
I don't think it just works by names that we that's funny. I don't think it works by just names we know. Like that value, these kids just was on the roster last year. You think they got deals with what we're seeing right now?
Well, every deal ain't the same, right?
Right, but they gotta there's gonna be some type of value put on this. That's what I'm saying. Like right now, it may turn into just straight pay for play. But right now,
it's pay for play.
They're gauging. No, they're not. That's why you got Oregon on the investigation into also Texas A&M. What they doing is
I'm just saying.
It, but you gotta be innovative with how you do pay for play.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's just be honest on the roll up. That's what I'm saying. We're not involved at that level.
No,
this is pay for play.
Yeah, definitely, but it's not pay for play. So as a university, you got to be able to operate with some intelligence, or you're gonna be looking like Ruiz getting goofballed up and the NCAA saying, "Nah, you can't do that shit." You gotta be smart. Of course, it's pay for play. It's pay for play. The same shit Bama been doing, but you gotta be smart like Bama been doing it.
Well, again, I agree with you. I'm not arguing with you because, but also one thing we've said over, the course that I've been on the show is, who is the NCAA? How sharp are their teeth? How powerful are they at the end? We're still navigating this NIL landscape. It's still being developed. So, without blatant violations, so much of this stuff is still up for interpretation, and we're going to see an evolution of what the rules.
Yeah, you have ACC rules and things like that. So the SEC has the answer to the SEC as well, not just the NCAA. So some of the same rules that the NCAA have, your conference is going to have as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's an evolving creature, right? We can agree to that. Right. What we're going to see is something that you might have been able to get away with today, next year they may say no. So what we're dealing with is,
I think that's why the doors is wide open as far as these colleges doing everything they can while the rules are wide open.
Right, until they establish, you can't do that. Right now, you can do that. Yeah. As a Miami fan,
well, if you open up a new company this year and start shelling out money, like they gonna come and investigate you, bro.
Right, same thing that's happening at Nike. But I'm like, who didn't though? Right, like until y'all establish that they're gonna have to make a rule of the company has to be 5 years old, something like that, right?
No, they just gonna investigate off the rip. Just they ain't saying you going to jail, but to come in
and
investigate and see like what type of outfit is this, what kind of business is going on here, and like you say,
it's pay for play. Yeah, it's pay for play, right? So. Yeah, what Oregon's going through right now, it's a story that we were going to cover a little bit later, it's the same thing. Same thing that the Ruiz family is doing. It's pay for play. But right now, the rules haven't been established enough to the point where you're violating anything. So they're investigating. And remember, investigation doesn't mean guilt because the rules may not be in place yet. So I don't think Nike did anything wrong. I don't think Phil Knight did anything wrong in Oregon. I think they operated within what they were allowed to do, and they're going to continue to. And what will happen is, okay, let's add this rule now. This is all very new. Remember that. All this is new, so it'll evolve, and it'll adapt to what we're living through in the real world in real time. Can we take a break right there?
Yeah. I want to get into that Oregon.
Okay, yeah. Let me take a leak. Yeah, let me take a leak, man, and we'll come back. And remember, too, we got like a ton of voicemails, so.
Yeah, no, we're gonna keep it moving. Yeah, we'll probably
no doubt.
I'll be right back. We got another one right before the show started, so we got 8 now.
Oh yeah,
all right. I'll be right back.
We done with big national news.
I do this Oregon shit, then we get right into, you know what I'm saying. What I got?
Go right. Oregon field night investigation. Go into that. Then what? Prize picks and hot takes.
Yeah.
And the prize picks would be the playoff reading for the previous week and then this upcoming week.
Yeah.
All right, I'm reach back real quick. Bro, something here. I think something. I don't think that's Larry on shit that's beeping, man. I know I ain't tripping.
Check your smoke detector 7, bro.
All right.
I'll be back, man.
CJ.
Yeah, hold on. So I got that. I got the DM saying that K Camp is on the edit.
Yeah, I just talked to my buddy whose best friend is Dugan's stepfather or something along those lines. Mm-hmm. So I always ask him about wide receivers because he's been blasting me the whole time, like Dugan's. Like we need to keep Dugan's, and I'm like, okay, all right,
right, yeah,
and he's like, if you had a crystal ball, you might want to put it in for Burton right now. I was like, you talked to Dugan's? He goes, and he said, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just telling you what I would do if I had a crystal ball. And I was like, oh, shit.
I'm telling you, man, this shit might get interesting now. I'm telling you.
I was like, oh, shit. Okay, maybe.
Now, if he pulls this shit off, then okay, keep his mother. He can stay. I want keep him.
Yeah. But no, what I was mentioning to you earlier, I play. You know where Childs is at, right? Like north.
Yeah, you were the Childs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling you that we played Rickards every year, and we beat their ass. Like, we played them. We went to state title all 4 years I was there. We used to.
That was that raw, huh?
We beat Rickards' ass every year. I was telling you, like they're that.
So, hey, who was the coach at Childs? Was it Hollenbeck?
Football?
Baseball.
Dick Steed, and he's still coaching.
Okay. Was John Hollenbeck helping you guys at one point in time?
Mm-mm. At least not when I was there. I was there from 2011 to 2014.
Gotcha.
But Rickards was of the hood schools on that side. Rickards was the best program for sure.
Yeah, man.
Baseball wise.
Yeah, they got a pretty good baseball program. That kind of shocked me.
Tremaine Holmes, he's one of my really good. He got drafted out of Rickards.
Hell, even what's Malik's
Malik Smith.
Yeah, Malik Smith. Yeah, Malik Smith.
He's before me, but
okay. Now that family is crazy. So his brother, Malik's brother, was a track star, all-world running back at Rickards. Went to play running back at Arkansas. Had 1,000 yards rushing at Arkansas 1 year. One of his sisters ran track at USC or something like that. She's currently married to Steve Sarkisian. One of his sisters, right. One of his sisters, L'Oreal Smith. Well, I guess Sarkisian now. She's Steve's wife, whatever. So he's the first lady at Texas.
And he made it to the bigs.
Exactly. Right. I'm telling you, man, that whole family is loaded. And his other sister, Lauren, she ran track at North Carolina A&T. I mean, their whole family is just athletes, man. Athletes. Damn. 3 track stars and a football star, and then you got the baseball star.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're still good for 10 a.m. tomorrow? TJ says he's going to send us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
I basically just need to know like what kind of pages y'all want, like what kind of. I just need like a base so that I can.
I need to help with Cushaw's website too, if you don't mind, bro.
Yeah, well, TJ was saying that we were just going to include it with the RollUp website, but if that's not something you want, then that's cool too.
Probably could.
Okay. Yeah, it's just something like you were talking about Drew earlier, how he works from home and like gets his shit done. I mean, I usually get my shit done by like noon, and then I just have to be available for work. So once I get a baseline for what y'all want and what you need, I can kind of just work on it day to day once I'm done with my work. So
we'll figure out the Cushon tab and all that shit. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. Yo.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Larry, I went and got a snack.
Oh, yeah.
The microwave beeping. You want to get whatever's in the microwave.
Yeah, I had to pop the mic.
Oh, so it was yours?
Oh, yeah, it was me. I said it was me.
Bro, but that shit legit sounded like it was in my damn, but I ain't heard it since then. It legit sounded like it was in my damn
mine.
Larry, when you said you don't know the difference between Mario and Manny, I lost it, bro. He's like, what's the difference?
Bro, I'm so tired, bro. I got packed all that shit, bro.
All right. I'm just getting the gist of what was going on. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's just pick up where we dropped off at talking about the Oregon situation, NIL investigation. The NCAA is investigating pretty much a lot of third party NIL deals. Vision Street is owned by Nike co-founder Phil Knight, and the NCAA is investigating them. They're coming under some scrutiny. Since July 1st, when stated-based NIL rules went into effect across the country, the line between legitimate marketing deals and direct payoff has seemed to grow blurry by the day. This week, for example, Alabama legislators are moving to do away with the state NIL law, which will give its schools added flexibility to compete for recruits.
The same shit. Saban. My bad for interrupting you, bro. But the same thing. Remember what Saban said? You know, this thing need to be. What did he say? Basically, it needs to be monitored, so to speak, because you guys are talking about the big gap, the difference in recruiting as it is. When like it could get a lot bigger. He literally said like it should get a lot worse for a couple.
Saban always give us warning shots, bro.
Right, and
we let two go off in the air.
That's crazy. And here we go right here. I think Florida's doing the same thing, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah, for sure. The core issue in each of these arrangements is the NCAA's interim guidance that NIL money going to athletes cannot amount to pay for play or impermissible inducements. It's pretty much what I was saying. Like, you got to be a little sexy with how you pay these kids. It can't be obvious. I mean, you can say, but I'm just saying, like, them the rules. Like, but if you want to not be investigated, I don't know exactly what they're going to be investigating Phil Knight and them guys for, because I don't know how they got their business set up. But it's going to be interesting to see the findings of all that.
I think the findings are going to be how most laws work, how most governing bodies work. You make adjustments based on people not necessarily operating outside of what you set up. It was something you maybe didn't think of. So I think what we're going to see is some new restrictions added in that will reflect how they want it to be. Because, you know, look at the language that they're using already. Pay for play. We know this is pay for play. So what they're trying to do, not what we have to do is they're going to have to redefine what pay for play is, incentive is. And so right now, there's not a school that's going to be in trouble. Oregon, Miami, Baylor was another one that was involved. They're not going to get in trouble because all they're going to do is we're going to have to redefine what the line is, what the parameters are. So, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I foresaw this anyway.
I don't know who's going to get in trouble. But I know the wise thing would be not to be loud with any of this shit you're doing. Just because motherfuckers is watching.
Right.
Nobody may get into shit, but
microscope is there.
Lay low and build, man. Like the kids say.
You know, I'm not against that. I just think, you know, these entities are going to have to redefine the rules. It's new, right? Like, how often are we on the precipice of anything brand new? Like, you know, to draw a comparison, look at the COVID vaccine, right? There's people that are like, oh, no, I ain't doing that. And I get it, because why? I'm 41 years old, and my 41 years old of living, there wasn't no vaccines introduced in my life.
Bro, you got us a vaccine talk?
No, I'm saying.
Right, how do we get here?
It's a wild
I'm
take,
saying
bro.
It's the same thing. And when you introduce something that's kind of foreign to you, right? Vaccines ain't completely foreign. You've been vaccinated. Me, Corey, and CJ have all been vaccinated. Right?
Yeah,
Hold on, hear me out.
In some fashion, yeah.
Yeah, we've all been vaccinated, right? To diseases that don't exist anymore, right? Or help protect against it, right?
Yeah, they held me hostage, I ain't have to say so.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But what happens is when
yes, Harlan, I got vaxxed. I was a kid, fam. What you want me to do?
Absolutely, you got vaxxed. That's what I'm saying. You don't get a choice. So what I'm saying is it's the same principle of a new introduction, and that's what we're dealing with now. So what's going to happen is, and Miami in the only school, Baylor in the only school, Oregon and the only school what's going to happen is they're going to press the issue, and then what happens is these laws will evolve. These guidelines will evolve.
I mean, the big dogs are stepping though. Like Georgia ain't having no problem. They stepping. You see the bread being spent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see Bama. You see the bread being spent. They stepping, but they ain't getting the shenanigans. They're not getting called about anything. Nobody's stepping bigger than neither one of them programs. Even Ohio State, them boys stepping in the NIL.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to move quiet. Phil Knight was loud too. Phil Knight was getting a little greasy.
Maybe, perhaps, yeah. But I still don't see a
Thibodeau's all on the TV talking
problem yet.
That boy, that was wild with the winning.
I agree.
What the hell he think Oregon is? You think that shit Harvard or something?
Yeah, I didn't agree with that take. I was like, and not to knock it, but
you talking like Oregon,
right?
It's
like,
just like some prestigious university in education,
right?
For real.
But no, I think this is something we'll just continue to see evolve over the next 3 to 5 years, and it'll become more clear cut and defined.
Probably sooner than that.
Well, no, I mean, when I say 3 to 5, I just say what I mean by that is it'll continue to evolve. So what'll happen is Phil Knight, right? Phil Knight's a University of Oregon alumni. He's a billionaire. He's associated with Nike. Because he's the founder. I don't know what his particular role is now, right? But what's going to happen is he's evolved outside that role. So they're going to make more rules and say, oh, well, if you evolve from here, you can't be involved to this extent. That's how all, governing bodies work. It's going to continue to evolve. So if I'm in these schools, push the line right now. Push it and let them react. Because if you're not breaking any of the rules, there's nothing they can really do. So go and evolve. So we'll see how it all pans out.
We said all that shit to say that motherfucker loud and goofy, bro. He shouldn't be making all that motherfucking noise, dog. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
I don't mind him talking his talk.
Nah, he goofy, bro. I understand you. I mean,
maybe. Maybe. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not even saying he's not.
Jim Moore reportedly told Najee Harris he knew who killed Tupac during recruiting visit at UCLA.
I don't know what the fucking answer was. Okay,
I was just about to say. I'm only mad. I'm only mad. I don't have the answer, bro.
Right, like I know Najee had well, who? I know he just ain't leave it at that. But I want to hear the bullshit you gonna say after.
Jim Moore might got
the plug, huh?
Right.
I don't mind him saying.
But how did that conversation even come about, though, man? That's what I want to know, man.
Right?
A teenager.
Yeah.
Hey
Najee, guess what? Guess what, Najee? I know who killed Tupac.
And Tupac from his era. So Jim Moore think that shit's still hot.
Right. Najee, man, I don't give a fuck about no damn Tupac, bro.
Yeah, he's like,
exactly who?
Dion playing Dolphin in the locker room.
Yeah, exactly. He talking about damn Tupac.
Who killed Tupac?
That's some wild shit to be like, yo, who? And I need the answer. That's what I need. Don't tell me you know who killed Tupac.
Right, for
who
real.
killed him?
To give me the damn answer.
Nobody. Are you gonna believe him when he give you answers? What I want to know.
No.
If it sound good.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the damn answer, right?
Yeah, if it sound good. So we'll see. But that is a wild situation.
Yeah, bro, that's a wild. I don't know if it's a combo starter, icebreaker, or recruiting pitch or what. That shit's just weird.
Yeah, I'm not going to your school if you try to tell me who killed Tupac, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, because I'm gonna feel like you're pandering to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, first off, sir, you need to talk to my mom, not me, right? Because like Najee Harris, I'm probably more in line with his mother than him, right? So I'm 41. Najee's probably what, 21, 20, 22 right. Maybe. So who your key audience isn't me. You need your mother to talk to me. So
you see why he didn't last at UCLA.
That is crazy. I like. Why did he tell him that? He would have came off better telling them, "I know who killed XXX than telling him Tupac.
He'd have been all in.
I think that's a little late for Najee with the XXX thing when Jim Moore.
Najee probably knows more about him than Pop. Najee's what? 21?
What are we talking about? All right. Nonetheless, let's move to the letter. I'm talking about like that shit. Maryland's assistant coach been suspended for reportedly seeking services from a prostitute for the $80,
bro. Like, get the fuck out of here,
dog. $80,
bro. If you just got to move better, dog. If you a person
spending 40.
Oh no, you got to spend more than the 40 for the 40. She will take a picture of you, put you on IG.
It costs 40. I'm a married man.
It's 40.
That's what the price. That's what allegedly. That's what the price of pussy going for.
No, ain't no allegedly. 40.
Well, that's for Larion though. That's for
no.
It's a family show.
40.
Doing the P word out there.
If I pay 80, I know I'm good. I pay double the market value, man.
Market value for who though?
For everybody.
No, bro. Yeah, it's some stuff you got to pay a little bit more to be more discreet, man. Like for instance, right there.
Who is this guy? We don't even know his name.
$80 is crazy. If a person tells me it costs $80 to sleep with them, I'm gonna probably decline it.
Yeah, but who's the guy we're talking
Nervous. About? I know a lot of people got $80.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But this guy, whose name we don't even know.
Hold on, I gotta get his name. Hold on.
Yeah, go get his name.
I got
80? Seems reasonable.
Bruce Shingler. Yeah, Bruce Shingler.
Arrested October after arranging a meeting with an anonymous online contact who offered
trying to single
demonstrations at a modest $80.
Going rate. I'm not paying more than 80, bro. That's double the market value. In a recession, in COVID times, 80's enough. And so if that dude pay 80.
Purchase off of apps when you spend your 40. Or you purchase.
I've never paid 40 or 80. But I know that's the rate because I'm in tune with the streets. So I'm not paying more than 40. I'm not, man. I think 40 is a fair value. Because you're not like in the game to like make love. You're just trying to, reach a certain point. So 40 is enough.
Man, if you 40, fam.
Well, 40 is enough for you, but from her perspective, $40 just that won't make you pause.
No, because this is a man.
I'm just not like I'm not. Like,
I don't want this dude here, man. If I'm a coach at a fucking university,
man, I need better sneakers. I want to spend $40.
This man
I
want
to buy some better shit. I decided I want better for myself than spend $40, Larry. I love me, bro. So if that's 40, it may look okay. I understand you just want to make this, go ham on some shit. Cool. I love me a little bit more. I'm gonna spend. Okay, if you're 40, upgrade levels or something.
And also, man, there's ways the massage that conversation to get out of the prostitution, so to speak.
Massage it.
Right. You see what I did there? But there's ways to do that. I just don't see how you get jammed up by an undercover cop. But this shit just seem weird for me off rip, man.
Operating on the maps, bro. You don't know what's on the other end of them apps.
No, you just don't know. What it is though, you don't never underestimate how horny a motherfucker is at that point in time.
That's a fact too.
Yeah,
you gotta rub one out before making any type of decision.
That post nut clarity, a motherfucker, boy.
Oh yeah,
save many a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
my main takeaway from that though, man. It's just. I don't know how you put yourself in that position, especially being a coach at a certain university, man. I just don't see how you put yourself in that position. If anything, man, you go be on some higher end stuff and be a little bit more discreet than hey, I met you on goddamn Instagram. He go $80 right here. You know what I'm saying? How the shit went down.
I assume on the app it's free. Like we just trying to get to know each other. How you go straight to the purchase?
Right, exactly.
Sound like he got some experience.
Yeah. Not his first rodeo. They've been tracking him. They've been tracking him in for a while, man.
Right, so that's why he blow like what?
He been buying pussy. They've been investigating that man for a minute. Once he handed her the money, remember that was it the Summer Bin Laden, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah, they came
right,
fall through the ceiling and shit.
Right, first hit the door in, guns blazing.
Why has he been paying for pussy?
Okay,
this is a family show. Y'all can be slaying that P word around like that, bro. It's like,
yeah, I forgot we sponsored by Disney. We gotta chill.
Yeah, people play.
Oh, we on Disney. My bad.
Yeah. This is Disney show.
Hey, dog.
Let's get into the prize picks, man. What we got, CJ?
All right, bet. Prize picks. Prize picks is the easy way to play daily fantasy. It's daily fantasy simplified. It's just you versus the projected numbers. You could choose from yards, touchdowns, fantasy points, and much more. You can also pick from football, MMA, boxing, and soccer. Download Prize Picks right now, and they will match your deposit 100% up to $100. So again, download Prize Picks right now. They will match your deposit 100% up to $100, $200, baby. So go ahead and log into Prize Picks and hit the promo code RollUp. Prize Picks, baby. And it's the perfect time, man. You got the playoffs. It's money out there to be made. So go ahead and download Prize Picks and get your free $100.
Free 100. Oh, the deal.
Harlan, how we look last week?
All right. So we got Raiders, Bengals. CJ, you the only one to take the Raiders. Silk and Larion got that one. Larion was the only one to pick the Pats, so he missed that one. Larion was the only one to pick the Eagles. That one was ugly.
I picked the Eagles.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's all right. You'll get it on the next one. Larion was the only one to pick the 49ers. So there's that one. All y'all picked the Chiefs, and then CJ was the only one to get the Rams. So we ended up with CJ at 4-2, Silk at 4-2, and Larion at 3-3.
All right, it's interesting. Let's go into the divisional round.
Larion picks college better than he does NFL.
Yeah.
We'll see. It ain't over yet, baby.
I have no fandom involved. So, I should pick. I don't have to pick bias about anything, so I should be all right.
All right, fellas, let's get it going. We got the Bengals at Titans.
Shit. I like the young Bengals, man.
It's tough, boy.
Give me I like the young Bengals, but give me the yeah, you know what? Actually, give me the Bengals on the road. Yep. I like those kids.
It's tough. I like the young kids too, man. I like Burrow. I like Chase. I think I'm gonna go Derrick Henry. He is out. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Tennessee, man. I'm gonna go Tennessee. Young boys go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee. Young boys go forward on the road. All right, we got the 49ers and Packers. Silk, you just give me your answer. We already know what Larion going.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, A-Rod, man. Flexing that belt on their dog ass.
Yeah,
Big
I like that.
Hands. That's my backup team, man. Go, Pat, go.
Yeah, give me discount double check, too.
Sure.
Nice. Y'all both pick wrong.
If you want a solid backup franchise, you go with a franchise like Green Bay, man.
Nah, Green Bay's down backup. But I don't have a backup franchise. I don't need one.
You need one for your college team, huh?
I got a god body.
You need one for your college team, though, huh?
Nah, ain't that. My rivals still ain't got what I got. They talk all that talk, but they still ain't got what we got.
What, Big East championships?
No. Nationals.
Yeah, man. Y'all haven't seen great since y'all left the Big East, man.
Go get them.
We can't go back to the Big East.
Go get them.
We had that opportunity, but we playing in big boy conferences. What we got, CJ?
Both thing.
That's why the Big Three is great.
That shit being a lot of what y'all came in 03 or 04, right? Exactly. That's exactly what it's been since y'all entered the ACC. A snooze fest. All right, we got the Rams versus Bucks. Give me the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Give me the Rams as well.
I like the Rams.
All right, this gonna be a good one, man. The final game of the weekend: Bills versus the Chiefs.
Everything was going good until they got rid of AB. So like, you can't prosper in life just getting rid of AB like that, bro. Okay? Until they do right by AB, that shit ain't gonna prosper. Give me the Rams.
Watch
they win now. We got Brady, dog. Like we sound nuts.
But no, if
I like the Rams this week, honestly. I like the Rams.
The Bucks got O-line issues. They got O-line issues, injuries on the O-line, and then also you got injuries at the receiver. We talk about AB being out, but Godwin, he's out. Mike Evans, he's not 100%. So I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah, I got Rams.
Not bad at all.
Last game of the weekend: Bills versus the Chiefs. I'm gonna go. That's tough, man. I think it's gonna be a good ass game. Yeah.
Give me Bills, man. I'm just gonna go Bills on some gangster shit.
I'm gonna go Chiefs, man. Shout out to them boys at home. That could go either way, though.
Arrowhead's tough, especially in the offs, man. Playoffs is what it's at, man. It's gonna be interesting that Tennessee game as well. See if some young boys can do something on the road. But who you got, Larry?
Didn't I already announce who was what's that game?
Chiefs and Bills.
Oh, Chiefs and Bills. Oh, my bad. Damn it. I like the Bills. I like the Bills lately. I'll go Bills. I think they've been playing better football lately. I think that's going to be a competitive game. I think it's going to be the most competitive game. But
it's the smallest line of the weekend. It's at 1.5.
Right, exactly. And that makes a lot of sense to me. So with that given, I think I'll take the Bills to overcome and get that victory. Not by a lot. 3 to 4 points is what I predict. So yeah, I'll take Wendy's.
Word up. That's it, right? We good?
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, we got voicemails?
Yeah, we got high takes, man.
High takes,
man. My favorite new shit, man.
Oh man, we got a lot. I heard the word on the streets is I got to put my deflector shield on. So let's see what we got. But high takes are brought to you by the good folks at Spencer's jerkandjerky.com. And I am currently not seeing my gosh darn.
I think these hot takes too. I got some great one talk, man. It's some smoke out there about Harbaugh heading to Vegas. So
holy shit! All right, Harlan, you probably gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to put a little break right there. Where is my ad read?
No, it's fine, man. You good? Do your thing. And if you want to call in the hot takes, the phone number is 561-235-2560. Get off your best shit. Your hottest take. Your opinion about the show, your opinion about the guests on the show. It could be just asking us random life advice. Whatever y'all want to get off, y'all get off at the voicemail. You know, hot takes brought to you by the great folks at Spencer Jerky.
And we appreciate that.
Man. If you got, it could be anything, whether it's questions you got, questions about ball, questions about life, like you just said, takes in general, going out on a limb on something, saying such and such is gonna be a lot, whatever it may be.
Right.
Shoot your stuff off.
Enjoy it. Pause. But High Takes is brought to you by the good folks over at Spencer'sJerkyJerky.com. The only made-to-order jerky that starts with a trip to the butcher to source tender steaks specifically for your batch. Steaks going to be marinated 24 hours in freshly crafted marinades using only locally sourced produce and all natural ingredients with no added sugars. 5 staple flavors include original, Old Bay, habanero bourbon, mandarin jalapeno, and the hood favorite, lemon pepper.
Oh.
Alright. Worldwide shipping is available from Spencer'sJerkyJerky.com. just use the exclusive promo code Big Meat. That is again BIGMEAT for 10% off your order at Spencer'sJerkyandJerky.com. Spencer'sJerkyandJerky.com. You want it, they got it. Big meat in your mouth, baby. Let's go.
They call me Big Meat. Larry Hoover.
Whipping work.
Hallelujah.
Nation.
Let's get to the voicemails, man. I heard I got a lot coming my way. What you got there, Harlan?
Pause.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hold up, roll up. It's your boy Yak broadcasting live from Gator headquarters, man. And you know what I love about the climate of the Big 3 all season right now? Most our rivals don't realize what the fuck taking place in Gainesville right now. By the time they realize, it's going to be too motherfucking late. But the real reason I came is to talk to my brother Larry on, bro. I'm off Tuesdays, Wednesdays, sometimes Saturdays, bro. Fuck it, I OC, my nigga. Tell Cristobal, fuck with me.
Shout out to my dog Click Clack.
That's my guy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Click Clack's a cool dude. I met Click Clack, I think, twice now, man. Click Clack's a dope dude. Hey, Clack, hold the line, bro. We may need you, man. I don't have no promises on what's going on, so don't make no other commitments. We are offering competitive pay, so just hold down. See what we got going on. All right, go ahead, Arlen. What else you got, bro?
Hey, it's me again. I was just calling to see if Mario has hired an OC yet.
Who was me again?
I don't know. What the fuck did they ask?
I think that's the dude that said that you like
I'm
to
pretty
say,
sure that's y'all's UGA boy from last week.
Nah, that ain't my dog. I know my dog. That's somebody else.
That kind of narrowed CJ's shit down.
Oh, well, my catchphrases.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's my man.
The one that say I hate doing the show. Yeah. I love that dude. He knows my heart.
I like his vibe, but he came in real chill.
I don't know what the fuck he said though.
I ain't say he trying to figure out when Mario gonna make this higher.
Hey, you'll learn when I learn, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'm not hyping up non-hires, but I'm not jumping off the ledge either. It is what it is. I just gotta wait like you gotta wait, dog.
Yeah, and then you can do, bro. You're just a fan, bro. Y'all can't hire the coaches, dog. So if they whiff, they whiff, fam. I get it.
Yeah. What else you got, dog?
Yo, so I was on my way to work, and I felt like I had a really brilliant idea. Florida State fans, or Florida State in general, they swear they're broke, and they don't got no money. They're paying like 4 coaches still. Miami swears they're billionaires. Well, why doesn't Florida State sell their stadium, because they don't need it anyway, to Miami, because Miami don't got a stadium? And then that solves everyone's issues. Miami recruits better because they got a stadium now. And they actually can, say they have their own house. Florida State, they're out of a stadium, but at least they can fire a trash coach.
I like that, man. You think Ruiz might do that shit? He hear the show.
Yeah, that sounds like a Ruiz idea. Some shit he'll throw in Twitter like that. Like, what, bro? Like, goddamn. Ruiz might take that and try to make it happen.
I like that idea.
So is he saying we so down bad as a program we only need fucking football? Is what he's saying, or some shit like
stadium.
God dang, bro.
Move y'all shit like a mobile home down the day.
For real. You know, on the highway they have those trucks, the big loads are coming or whatever.
Wild load.
We got I-10 backed up.
Right.
That's crazy. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Yo, go ahead, dog.
Yo, man. CJ, y'all gotta step y'all motherfucking toes up, B. God Y'all shit weak, man. Go Canes, bro.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, but
shout out to your people, bro.
He said I trolls the week.
Trolls up. I thought it was a pretty good troll, bro. God,
my shit be hidden. I don't know what he talking about.
I seen some good trolls this week, man.
So that's what he said. He said, "Me and your trolls a week."
Yeah, that's what I think he was saying. Okay. Yeah, me and you.
He said, "Oh, you talking me or y'all two?"
Us two, I think that's what they were saying.
Oh, okay.
That we need to up.
Nah, he said Unc and CJ. He's talking about he's talking about Silk and CJ.
That means,
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Them trolls kind of hit. Then if he calling them weak like that, they kind of hit. They hit a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I've seen, we've been throwing some gems out this week.
Yeah.
And the more y'all whiff, the easier these gems gonna get.
The easier the layups get.
Yeah, this shit easy, dog. So. You can discredit it, man, but you better find the coach, dog. This shit ain't gonna be nonstop, dog. Drop another voicemail next week.
Hey, what up, Big 3 Roll Up? This your boy Southerly Yours on Twitter, man. Hey, look, man, I'm a Gator fan all day, every day. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Pensacola. Then I moved down to Ocala when Dante Culpepper was down there tearing things up. But I got a question for all three of y'all, man. Give me your top 2 best spinners from each fan base. Who spins the best? You know what I mean? You know how y'all boys do when you hype up some news or something. So I'm every y'all give me your top 2 spinners from each fan base.
Ooh, top 2 spinners.
I got mine. For Florida is shout out Dan Thompson. Dan's good, man. Dan spin anything. And Silk, bro, like that's why he's frustrating. And then Florida
I don't really
State.
spin. I'll be honest with my shit, bro. If I whiff, man. I'll be honest lately, dog. I'm a changed man, dog.
But you got to
I ain't lying.
So we doing top 2 from each fan base?
Yeah. I'm a good spin artist, though. I can't spin some shit.
Yeah, you just it's just the sauce you put on top, man. So that's my Gators, man. Dan Thompson's really good at spinning. And then when it comes to let's see. When it comes to the other side, I'll take Bill Burr and CJ. Just the nature.
Who? Sir Dibby?
Yeah, Sir Dibby. Yeah, Dibby's a good one.
Hey, what's crazy is Dibby was the first thing that came to my head too, as far as us, because Dibby good at getting out of a situation.
Oh my God!
Great work by that guy.
When I get him pinned against in a corner.
Pause.
Yeah, thank you. I was about to do that, but thank you. He'll slither away and never rebuttal that, but I get why he does that. Good pause though. Because I was definitely going to pause that.
All right, shoot, let me see. I got, from Miami standpoint, I think Drew and Kwame are real good spinners. Them boys are like Shaq and Kobe when it comes to spinning some shit. They'll definitely spin some real quick. And also,
I think both of them are terrible. I think they just they volume shooters.
When I say their volume, that's exactly their volume shooters. And they I don't know, it's kind of tough, man. It's hard to. Because if you hit him, I gotta get Drew on right in the space right here where I can eat him alive or whatever. Once he has time to think of something stupid to respond to, and then once he hit that tweet, now I don't want to respond to that tweet because it's so egregious and not on point to what the original tweet was.
Yeah, he's gonna change the subject.
Exactly. So he's elite with flipping it to something else.
Yeah, he's gonna drag you down to his level and beat you with stupidity.
Right.
Look at this guy. Who you got? You did your top 2 for everybody? Who you did?
Bro, is he really sleep over there?
Nah, I'm fucking.
I'm about to say.
You did your 2 for Miami?
All right, let me see. 2 for Miami. I got the 2 for Miami. Let's see. Florida Silk, you real good at spinning. Who else is real good at spinning? Let me see.
It's a lot of good Florida.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers tough.
The elite of the elite.
Yeah. D Mill good at spinning too, but D Mill will spin the block real quick on something and change it to what it is.
I agree.
Well, D Mill's learning the art of setting up the spin. You gotta set it up before.
Mm-hmm. As far as FSU, definitely Dibby. Dibby might be number one. He could get out.
Oh, Dibby's a GOAT.
Yeah, Dibby experience stuff, man. We had a group chat going on where we debate. Well, he thought Xavier Howard was better than Jalen Ramsey, right?
No, he's wrong.
Oh, he been harping on that for the longest, and he spins it so it's amazing how he sticks. He's good. He stick to his damn guns. He's good at his craft. So I got Dibby and TJ. TJ's a damn good spinner too. TJ get out of a situation real quick.
Yeah, TJ's nice. I give him that, man. TJ's nice. What else we got?
TJ's atrocious, man. But I got TJ and I got Dibby, man. Both of them. Like TJ's annoying. I got him muted for the most part. He'll say some dumb shit and know he's gonna get trolled later, but he don't give a shit. He lives a different life, man. He's a suicide bomber. He says shit that he knows gonna like blow up on him like a week later. He don't give a shit.
Right.
But he'll spin his way out of some shit. But Dibby does good work. Miami, I'm gonna go X. X, I don't know. Like X just said,
he was supposed to pull up tonight.
Yeah, X don't give a damn about spin. He just gonna throw some shit on the wall. Bro, the biggest spin though, this motherfucker here, he said when I say Diaz, when Mario has a staff whatever, we'll let y'all know first or whatnot. And then he got the damn tweet about saying Joe Brady. I've been saying Joe Brady for weeks, a month and a half ago. Like you do it to yourself sometimes, bro.
Yeah, that's no doubt, man.
Sneaky on the Gator side, man. I like walk good, bro. Walk do quiet work.
Get out of a situation.
Real subtle with his shit. He get in and out of a pocket real quick. He don't really dig holes for himself with his tapes and shit, but he can spin his way out of anything, bro. I like Walt. That's about it, bro. That's a good ass question.
That's a good question. What
else we got?
Hey, fellas, what's going on? Big fan of the show. Out of Daytona. Got a question for every one of y'all. Silk, if this is not the, what's the year you think for Billy as far as competing for SEC championships? CJ, got a question. How long are y'all going to be defending Norvell and my man Ron Dugan? Feels like every week there's something else. And Larion, is Al Golden about to be the OC for Miami? Because the way y'all are striking out, it looks like it's getting ugly. Peace, fellas. Love the show.
Let's set one thing clear right now. Ain't no capping for Dugans at all, bro. Ain't no putting on for Dugans. It is what it is.
They part the dope, bro. They got the Chris on the road.
Man, right. You would never hear me cap for Dugans unless he pull off some stuff that may happen down the line. But other than that, I'm not really capping for Dugans. But Norvell, I think this will be the last year that FSU fans kind of give him a grace, so to speak. I know a lot of people have already turned on him. A lot of people still behind this corner, but if he shits the bed in year 3, then that corner's gonna be real slim.
What shit the bed?
Now, for me, I think gotta be 7+. Well, I think 7+. 7+ he'll be good, but I think 8. If he has 7, there'll probably still be some skepticism, on some people's part, and there'll probably still be a little bit of pushback. 8+, I think he'll be good for sure. It wouldn't be no complaints going into year 4. But if he gets 7, for me personally, I'll be okay moving forward with that.
I couldn't fathom him like that. What he asked me? He asked me what? What he asked me? He asked me some shit.
Yeah, he did ask you something.
He asked you how long until Billy is competing for SEC.
SEC championship, bro. I mean, that's a big gap you got to close with Georgia. Just be on some real shit. You got to close the talent gap. I think the process of closing that gap is a little faster than it was in years past with the way recruits set up with the transfer portal. But right now, I'm thinking like 3 years away from saying having a legitimate shot at winning the SEC. Just 3 years. I think he's got a learning curve. No matter how meticulous he is, just an obvious learning curve coming from Louisiana to SEC football. So I'm expecting some early blunders and mistakes when it comes to X's and O's and probably some of the things he do on the sidelines in real-time football. So it's going to be some type of learning curve there. So I say 3 years. The talent, closing the talent gap is the most important thing, though.
Hey, Larion, don't delete my message, bro. This is Darius again this week, gentlemen. I just got a question for Silk and CJ. Has Miami hired an offensive or defensive coordinator yet? I mean, according to the Twitter streets, our teams were hiring G5 coaches as their head coaches, and Miami was supposed to be making these G5 head coaches coordinators. Has that happened yet? I mean, I haven't seen it come across the timeline.
See, that's the exact shit I was talking about, bro. Like, you can't say, why the hell y'all talk about my team, this, that, and other, when you putting big shit on the timeline like that.
Antagonizing the killers.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Y'all antagonize the killers and get mad when they start shooting.
Exactly. I ain't put nothing on no timeline. Yo, just wait it out, bro. Take your time, man. You got other things going on. Enjoy life, man.
I would like to say, Darius, the Miami Herald has reported that there will be no G5. Kendall has said no. He'd rather be in Toledo freezing his nuts off in snow blizzard rather than be in Miami coaching under Mario. The smoke out there that Mario ain't the easiest guy to work for either.
Yeah, it's smoke that the Herald might.
I've heard that. Yeah,
the Herald might run a report later, man. With this smoke, that Ice Harris could be coming over as an offensive coordinator.
That's my next
ain't
report.
nobody told you that.
Right,
man.
Talks are imminent.
Stop that, man.
Some smoke out there. Relationships.
No, ain't no real smoke behind that. We got anything else?
Yeah, what up, Phil? What up, Larion? What up, CJ? Love the show. Gator fan here. Go Gators. This question is for Larion. I actually just got out of a Hurricanes Twitter space, and I was about to ask them a question, and because I used the word debacle, I got kicked out. Like, how sensitive are y'all boys down there right now? For real. I didn't use, dumpster fire. I didn't use, train wreck. I said debacle. But anyway, the question I had before getting unceremoniously booted was, considering the OC situation with Miami, do you think Cristobal gives Dan Mullen a phone call? And if for some reason Dan Mullen gets hired by Miami, what are your thoughts about it? That's all I was asking. Dan Mullen, obviously goofy, not a very good program manager at the CEO level, but as an OC, maybe he can mix it up a little bit for Miami. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad hire, I don't think. I'm curious to see what you think. All right, man. Later.
I like that
guy. Y'all kicking my guy out for calling y'all shit a debacle.
Yeah, debacle is a wholesome word, man.
Right, he was nice with it.
He said even train wreck wasn't even that bad. Dumpster fire, I would say shit show. That was my shit.
It's at least speculatively that. We got to see. To be honest with you, we got to see how it all shakes out. So, they probably thought you were going to come in and talk shit, but there were plenty of Gators fans.
Bro, I just be vibing. Hold on real quick. Matter of fact, while we on this subject. Why Kwame fired, pulled out the foul on me? I just came to listen in y'all spaces. He just pulled out foul on me. What happened with that shit?
You seen that shit in red flags went up automatically, huh?
You went saying backshot Billy and all type of wild shit in there.
Backshot Billy, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like slandering my coach, man. Got real outlandish in that spaces. So they real, like he said, it's real touchy in them spaces right now. Larry, wake up, fam.
Nope.
Backshot Billy is not the title.
Yeah, definitely not, man. Shout out Kwame for that horrible title, bro. No, we're not running with Backshot Billy, bro. I don't want that in my algorithms of things that I possibly searched.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah, not doing that.
And I just come to the spaces just to watch and listen. But he asked how you would feel about Dan Mullen as OC is what his question was.
Man, hell no. Get the fuck out. He ain't no anchor.
Bro, listen.
No.
What?
No.
I seen your board, fam.
No.
You might want to call Dan.
Nope.
You
called Dan.
That shit ain't looking too bad of an idea right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Y'all just lying about a Toledo coach, dog. Call
exactly.
Dan. I like Toledo over Dan.
No, I get the fuck out of here.
Stop lying to yourself on here, fam.
I told you. No, I'm not lying to y'all. I don't like recycling the same people over and over.
As an OC? Man, damn.
I'd rather do Candle. I don't know Candle. I know what
Candle getting his shit pushed in by McElwain.
Scheming Daniel. Goofball.
Candle getting his shit pushed in by McElwain, the shark hump.
I mean, sometimes you gotta hump a shark, bro. Not me.
I feel you.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so no, he don't want Dan Mullen at all.
Nah, son.
But he take Browse.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't recycled.
Yeah. Less recycled, but go ahead.
Right. Yeah, you want to browse now. Come on now.
I didn't want him. I'd accept him.
So you wouldn't accept Ben, though?
Hey, man, go to the next question, man. I had time for this shit, bro. I'm tired.
Bro, it's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you ain't been up since 2. Now just fucking go.
That's all the voicemails. Oh, we're done.
That's it? Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay. That's what's up. Good. I'm glad y'all shut the fuck up. Quit asking me shit I don't got the answers to.
All right, though. It was good. Another good group of calls, man.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate y'all, man. This was fun. I love the voicemails, man. This was like my new favorite shit.
Yeah, this is dope.
No doubt.
Definitely.
Are we out of here? We got NFL takes? I got no NFL takes.
Yeah, fuck all that.
We talk a lot of NFL in the intro. We out of here.
Yeah. We good. Actually, we're going to get out of here this week with my boy from Savannah, my man, Reason Stevens. The song is called Effortless. It's featuring Spody. Yo, it's a dope song. Savannah, stand the fuck up. Representing for us, man. Let's go.
God damn, boy, you hype about this shit, dog.
That's my team, bro. That's my dog.
My beer a little bit over here.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. Already.
Shout out to that, man. Be sure to visit the event Bright to RSVP for the National Signing Day event on February 2nd at the Kush House in Orlando. We'll appreciate it. We're gonna kill what he learned today, bro. Kush be too big for me to remember shit. So
yeah,
we'll do some other shit.
I ain't learned nothing today.
That shit ain't been a smooth exit. Fuck that.
Shout out my boy Effortless featuring Spody, dog. Savannah. Let's go.
One time for the roll up, man. New roll up, new vibes. We out.
One time for the one time.
One time.